Hello guys, welcome to stream. How are you? मैं 1 घंटा लेट हूँ. I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, here you go.
Believe it or not, we do like each other. Believe it or not.
ये शुभ्रमण्य आके भाई कोई चैट नहीं करता, कोई कुछ नहीं बोलता है. शुभ्रमण्य आके शुरू हो जाता है. भाई I know, मैं गेम खेलते खेलते थोड़ा सा इधर उधर हो गई थी, तो I got distracted. I'm sorry. But कौन जीता रे? कौन जीता ये बताओ? कौन जीता कौन?
Yeah, couldn't ask for more.
Yep, could not ask for more. That's our final cast of this season. We'll see you guys in the analyst desk and whatnot throughout the weekend. But I'm just glad it got to 3 weeks. Crazy overtime on Icebox.
Bro.
It's a fantastic cherry on top to be able to round out being up here in the cast.
EDG wins? Okay, okay. EDG अरे पता था रे, मुझे EDG win होगा. मैंने 1-2 राउंड देखा, फिर उसके बाद मुझे like I knew actually. Yeah, EDG is gonna win. So, अरे दिख रहा है क्या तुम लोगों को स्क्रीन?
The stakes are going to be even higher there to see who is going to be able to survive, because it could just be the end of EMEA.
Yeah.
Or it could.
Guys, जो भी देख रहे हो, make sure you like the stream and.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, can you imagine if it's Leviathan versus Sentinels, Americas versus America? I mean, they find another level, they find another gear, and they start taking teams down. So,
bro, what the fuck is going on with my stream?
Banger 3-map series.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, of course, we talk about, you know, Calm and Aspas seeking that second trophy here, the side of left, because they just played, but Sasi is very much in that same boat. He's looking for that second champs trophy. Sentinels, the only squad that could get that second trophy here within the 2024 season as well. And we'll see if they're gonna be able to do that. But you saw the man himself running out onto the stage, getting ready for his
क्या होता है भाई मेरा स्ट्रीम का?
The fans, so emotional. So many fans came over from China today. It's got me a little choked up too, man. It's so awesome to see this team.
भी कौन जीतेगा? I have no idea. So yeah, let's see. Wait, मुझे मैसेज करना है दीपड़ को.
Had to rear their ugly heads against them, and they have proved them wrong. They have shut them up, and they are in the finals. Finally, EDG has done it. Finally,
just been consistently breaking and bending expectations. But that does it for myself and Paper Thin. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and send it down to the stage and hear from Kong.
And we have our grand finalists. Give it up for EDG's Kong.
Nah. फाइनल में चला गया. ओके.
승리 축하드립니다. EDG가 결승에 진출합니다. 좀 믿기시는지
अरे watching party क्यों लिख रही
지금 이
हूँ?
순간 믿기시나요? 나 congratulations 강강 1위지 in the grand finals. Can you believe it? Does it feel real to you?
现在 EDG 已经进入到了总决赛，这对你来说像真的吗？你觉得这一切？
怎么说呢？就刚刚赢下的一瞬间，我人都是恍惚的，我感觉好像一切都是在做梦一样。但是事实就是我们进入了。
अरे हाथ पे क्या मस्त चीज लगाते हैं ना ये। मैं भी जब प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर बनूंगी तब मैं भी लगाऊंगी ऐसा। Same.
But the fact is, we getting to the grand final. This is the truth. We're worth it.
꿈을 꾸는 것 같고 여전히 믿기진 않지만 그래도 바뀌지 않는 사실은 우리가 정말 열심히 했고 우리가 결승에 진출할 충분한 가치가 있다는
ये लोग कौन सी भाषा में बोल रहे? ओ अच्छा,
사실
कोरिया।
작년에 마스터즈 도쿄에서 탑 6에 오르면서 정말 많은 사람들을 놀라게 했는데
हेलो प्रथमेश, आई मीन प्रथेश, सॉरी बार प्रथमेश एक आता है ना तो मैं गलत बोल देती।
팀이 결승에 진출하고
हेलो प्रथेश, वेलकम स्ट्रीम।
가까워질지 알고 있었는지 믿고
मैं ना सनग्लासेस पहन के बैठूंगी ना, उसके बाद आँख तो दुखता है बहुत। नहीं तो
on the map by placing in top 6. A year later in Champion Seoul, you guys are in the grand finals.
क्या मस्त लगता है ना इसके हाथ पे ये लगे।
其实，在去年东京大师赛的时候，所有人都为你们的精。 क्या हो रहा है भाई? मेरा नेट क्या हो रहा है आज भाई? कभी भी वॉच पार्टी करती हूँ ऐसा हो जाता है। एक कोरियन एक चाइनीज। अच्छा भाई तो हमारे लिए इंग्लिश के लिए कोई कर दो ट्रांसलेट। इंग्लिश के लिए कोई ट्रांसलेट कर दो।
Back in Tokyo, you said Kang will never cry until he wins the world champions. You said that yourself. And you're only one match away from actually becoming the world's best. So how does that make you feel?
其实，在东京的时候，你说过不拿到冠军我是不会哭的。那现在我们距离拿到冠军只有一步之遥。那如果真拿到，现在会是什么样的？
我现在什么感觉吗？我太帅了
！I'm so feeling amazing right now, so dope right now.
기분이 진짜 너무너무 좋아서 날아갈 것 같다고 얘기를 했습니다. 이렇게 해서 결승에 진출하게 된 EDG의 캉캉 선수 만나봤습니다. Thank you, 캉캉.
Thank you.
Let's go, let's go. He deserved it, bro. Kang is like really good. अभी देखते हैं क्या होगा। जो भी देख रहे हो लाइक मारिए एंड चैट पे हल्ला मचाइए थोड़ा। अरे मैच स्टार्ट करो भाई। What the fuck? लॉल। इस बस भाई तुम लोगों ने न्यू एजेंट देखा क्या? न्यू एजेंट किसने देखा बताओ? मैं थोड़ी देर पहले देखा मैंने न्यू एजेंट एंड आई वाज लाइक ओके ऐसा कुछ और जैसा नहीं लगा मुझे न्यू एजेंट बट यार लाइक ठीक है बट अल्ट का मुझे कुछ नहीं समझा। मैंने देखा आई डिड। अरे बट मुझे अल्ट का कोई समझाओगे? अल्ट का क्या सीन है भाई? अल्ट का मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा एक्चुअली। अल्ट में चोरी है फिर गन चोरी करके फिर क्या? अल्ट इज गुड बट मुझे कुछ नहीं समझा लिटरली कि अल्ट का सीन क्या है। अभी कितना टाइम लगेगा शुरू होने में तब देखते हैं। रुको ठीक है तुम लोग एक्सप्लेन करना मुझे कि क्या सीन क्या है बिकॉज मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया बिकॉज मैंने जल्दी में देखा। अभी तो ऐड चलेगा। तो दिस इज द टीजर ऑफ लाइक the new agent, okay?
It's highly capable and extremely dangerous. What they're able to do, it's like they're some kind of monster.
Kind of monster.
You ready for anything?
Sounds fun. I'll take the front.
Of course. And I'll be right behind you.
As if you could keep up.
सब ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ ऐसे फ्लर्ट क्यों करते हैं भाई? Look at this.
A little lesson for you and your friends. Don't
ये तो
chase
अच्छा।
something you aren't prepared to catch.
इसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन क्या होता है? This,
So
this,
spirited,
सांप जैसा लग रहा है।
but so
This voice क्या?
hopelessly predictable.
ये ऐसा क्यों दिखता है
Well,
भाई?
come on out then.
ये भी रोबोट है, वो बायो जैसा। कौन सी? Okay. ओमेन, अरे इसका मुंह देखो, ओमेन जैसा है।
Let's talk.
अरे बट है क्या ये इंसान है, रोबोट है, बिल्ली है, व्हाट इज दिस? तो मुझे कुछ नहीं समझा, मैं दिमाग के ऊपर से जा रहा है लिटरली। कायो खुश होगा आप, लॉल। नो वे ब्रो। क्रश पड़ गई, अब से तेरा भाई सिंगल नहीं। अरे गुड जॉब। इस टाइम पे वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हो? वॉच पार्टी। वैसे इंस्टा वाले ब्रांड प्रमोशन अच्छा था। हाँ, कौन सा इंस्टा ब्रांड प्रमोशन तो मैंने किया ही नहीं। Alt is good, they can't fire using primary weapon. Oh, this is interesting. मतलब कुछ different तो है। Guess why switch type of agent? हाँ वही guess करना। I don't have fucking idea कि ये क्या है। ये क्या है? मुझे alien है क्या है? मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है। Can someone please explain if there's someone like from Riot Games or something? रुको, I have one more thing to watch, like Sentinel. अरे bro, I'm not talking about that. Sentinel, मुझे तो पता चल रहा है that is Sentinel. I'm talking about कि वो है क्या? Alien है, इंसान है, रोबोट है, real girl in robotic suit. Okay. Robotic suit like Iron Man. अरे जो भी किया था वो प्रमोशन इंस्टा पे। अरे प्रमोशन नहीं था, वो आप पे इनवाइट किए थे वो लोग, तो आई हैड टू लाइक पोस्ट अ स्टोरी, सो दैट्स इट। लाइक वाइफर सूट। ओह आई गॉट इट नाउ, या सोमेश यू आर दी ओपी गोट प्लेयर। तुम अच्छे से समझा पाते हो। ये कोई हगा सा मेरे चैट में भाई समझा नहीं पाता है। वकांडा फॉरएवर। अरे कुछ भी, हाँ वकांडा फॉरएवर। आयरन मैन की स्टेप डॉटर है। लॉल। ए भाई बस कर। Don't say anything about Iron Man, okay?
We just got some gameplay of Vice's abilities in Valorant, so in this video I'll be breaking down these videos for you and explaining what all of her abilities do. Jumping right on into it, we have her signature ability, so you'll get this for free every round, and this one is called Arc Rose. You target this ability at a surface and fire to place a stealth arc rose. Alternatively, you can alt fire or right click or aim down sights trigger on console, and doing that will then place the arc rose through the wall instead and pop out on the other side. Then you reuse this ability to blind all players looking at.
Wait, अगर ये सामने ये ब्लाइंड वाला ये एबिलिटी है एंड हम वो डेडलॉक वाला सीन नहीं है ना, ये डेडलॉक वाला सीन है तो बस भाई ये एजेंट भी एकदम पानी में गया। फिर अगर हम शिफ्ट वर्क करके आए तो दैट्स लाइक हो गया। आई होप कि वैसा ना हो, आई होप।
at it. You can pick this ability back up and redeploy it later in the round, and based on this clip at least, it doesn't seem like you have too long to look away from this flash. If there's only one charge of that ability, you can't buy another one. Unfortunately, in this clip, we can't see how long the cooldown is or if there even is one, but that is how it works.
ये हमें खुद एक्टिव करना पड़ेगा, ये ऑटोमेटिक प्लेयर का साउंड सुन के हो जाएगा I guess मुझे ऐसा ही लग रहा है.
Next we have Vice's C ability called Razorfine. You equip a nest of liquid metal and fire to launch it out onto the ground. Upon landing, this nest actually becomes invisible. Then you have to activate it yourself and it will sprawl out into a larger Razorfine nest which slows and damages all players who move through it. So initially based on the leaks, it seemed like this was going to be more similar to Killjoy's alarm bot in the sense that it would give you passive information. And
ये ability से ना, ये C ability से इतना combos कर सकते हैं ना, like एकदम OP होने वाला ये. अगर कॉम्बो कर सकते एक रेज नेड या फिर डेडलॉक का वो स्टन या कुछ भी हो जाए, ये this is gonna be like epic. I'll try to play this
and tell you when enemies come nearby. But now taking a look at this video, it seems almost similar to a nanoswarm, except you just take some of the damage away and slow the enemies down a little bit as well. So it's basically in the middle of a chamber slow on the ground and the damage from the nanoswarm, but it also does look like it'll only damage you if you move through it. So you can choose to just sit there if you want to take no damage or if you're really low. You don't know the cost of that ability, but it will have 2 different charges, so you can place it in 2 spots on the map. Then we have Vice's Q ability called Shear. You equip liquid metal and fire to place a hidden wall trap. When an enemy crosses, an indestructible wall bursts from the ground behind them. This wall lasts for...
Wait! इससे होगा क्या? इससे होगा क्या? पहली बात तो इससे होगा क्या? ये प्लेयर आने के बाद पीछे वॉल होगा, तो इससे होगा क्या ब्रो? कोई मुझे बताओ भाई, I'm so confused.
Now unfortunately this clip itself is really short and we don't know exactly how long this wall is going to last.
Bro, what? ये वॉल से होगा क्या? ये मोटिव क्या है इस वॉल का? अरे रुको, मैच स्टार्ट नहीं होने वाला मैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है गाइस.
It seems to be at least for 5 seconds, and it also does seem to leave a very subtle mark on the ground, so you will have some idea that the wall is there if you're about to walk into it, but still this is going to be indestructible. No way for your enemies to break through behind it. They just have to wait until it comes down.
एंट्री पे लगा दो वॉल. अरे ये वॉल हम एक्टिव नहीं कर पाएंगे जब ये आएंगे ना. आई गेस ऐसा ही है, जब प्लेयर अंदर आएंगे तब वो एक्टिव होगा आई गेस.
However long that duration is going to end up being. That ability will only have 1 charge, not sure how much it costs just yet. Then finally we have Vice's ultimate called Steel Garden, and this is going to cost 8 ultimate points. You have to equip this ultimate first, then when you fire it out, metal erupts all around you and jams the primary weapon for all enemy agents within range. This effect seems to last for around 10 seconds, maybe a little bit more. And there is quite a long wind-up time before it comes into play, and you can see that Jet is still able to move fine, use abilities fine, use a pistol fine. It is just specifically the main weapon that can't be used. So if you see the enemy Vice about to get her ultimate in round, you will probably want to buy a sheriff going into that. But yeah, that is the first look at all of Vice's abilities in game. On Sunday or maybe Monday for some of you, depending on your time zone, I'll be getting early access to Vice. So if there's any interactions or things like that you want to see me test with her abilities.
Bro, listen. As a sentinel, I don't think so this will be that useful, because अगर ये ये अगर अल्ट कर रही हूँ ना मैं, तो अगर सबका वेपन सेम हो रहा है ना, this is gonna be like epic. Okay, this ult, but just for one enemy, like for 1v1, yeah, it's good for 1v1, it's good, but एक को करके क्या ही होगा? Because I'm sentinel, I supposed to support my team ना, तो इसके वजह से बोल रही हूँ. Maybe because of if they are rushing together, their other players can't. That's right. You can say that. Inside वही but वो wall से walk through है वो wall या फिर normal है, I don't know about that. तो वो सोच रही हूँ. तो क्या लगता है तुम लोगों को? Easy to hold? Nah, that not that much easy actually. Like it's a good agent but not overpowered. Like as a जैसे होता है ना, डायट कोई एजेंट निकालता है तो वो ओवरपावर हो जाता है, ठीक है, वो ओवरपावर हो जाता है, तो आई डोंट थिंक सो कि इतना ओवरपावर है वो, लाइक इतना जो किया है. I think it can be destructible wall. Huh. Yep, you're right. It's gonna lock enemy gun under her ult. हाँ, I got it. But वही सोच रही हूँ क्या सिर्फ एक एनिमी को या सबको, लाइक जितने जहां तक अल्ट जा रहा है वहां तक, या सिर्फ एक बंदे को अलग चाहिए रेना को ट्रैप करने के लिए। भाई तुम लोग रेना के पीछे क्यों पड़े रहते हो भाई? रेना इज माई जान, प्लीज लीव हर अलोन गाइस प्लीज। क्या रे हगा से कैसे हो? अरे टॉटी प्लेयर तू कैसा है बताइए? आज लाइक मारियो स्ट्रीम को, ठीक है? बट अच्छा तो है, अच्छा तो है। देखो ऐसा नॉट ओवर पावर्ड है जैसे कि ये करने के बाद हो जाता है। नॉट वन ऑल में, नॉट वन ऑल। ओ एक नहीं सिर्फ सब, देन इट्स ओवर पावर्ड। देन हिज अल्ट मतलब आई मीन सॉरी हर अल्ट इज ओवर पावर्ड अगर सबको कर रहे तो। जैसे डेडलॉक का अल्ट है उसमें एक को ही ले सकते हैं, तो इतना कुछ नहीं है इससे, ठीक है? तो या एजेंट इज गुड, ऑलवेज बेटर देन रेना। वन वी आ जाए ट्रिक्स, रेना से ही तुझे पीटूंगी, ठीक है? ठीक है, जल्दी आ जा तू। ये लोग क्या बात कर रहे हैं सुनते हैं?
Oh, sorry, that was terrible. But she is amazing. It is crazy to think that they are so young, and it's like going to watch your kids playing football in the weekend.
And they are very young. I think that's another crucial point to bring up. It feels like they're somewhat experienced as a team, but they have a ton of rookies out there.
But what's different is that, well, Zekken, well, some of these Sentinels players are also young. They have a lot of experience. When Zekken was in MiniBoo's position, that was 2 years ago at Champs 22 with Exet. It's been a very different story since then. And in a lot of ways, it feels like this Team Heretics squad is following in those footsteps of what some of these SEN players have done in the past, trying to achieve that first international trophy.
I want to hit on MiniBoo again though, right? Because Team Heretics are the only team in the top 4 who have more first deaths than they have first kills. But they are so good at winning, even when MiniBoo ends up dying first. They've got the highest 4v5 win rate, whereas Sentinels have the lowest 4v5 win rate. So much comes down to these first kills, because you have to shut down Zekken, and if you're winning those opening duels, I don't think Sen are going to be able to hold on.
I mean, this is a familiar matchup. We've seen this film before. I didn't like the ending, but are the expectations the same this time around? What's different?
I mean, I don't know what the expectations were last time. I thought that Heretics were going to do well at Madrid, and then they didn't because they had so many rookies. I actually think Heretics are going to do well today. I'm in the, I'm in the minority here, but I also got the first match wrong as well. No one knows what's going on.
I mean, it's a first, Josh, so I think you're all right, okay? So I think that it's just as the same as the first match that we saw. Everything is so evened out. My expectation for this one is the same as the match that we just witnessed. I want overtimes. I want upsets. I want things to go crazy.
And I think for Team Heretics, if they're going to win today, Sentinels has been defined by a star player. Team Heretics has been like defining the consistency, winning those 4v5s. Guys like Benji Fishy, guys like Boo, all stepping up and having incredible performances this tournament. And also having insanely good set ideas to start out these rounds. If it goes down to the mid-round though, John QT has been calling a masterclass at Champions thus far.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the match are going to get. It's going to be a very, very important map pool, because this is...
प्रेडिक्शन देखते हैं, हाँ स्क्रिप्ट देखते हैं, स्क्रिप्ट देखेंगे आज हम। थंबनेल गाइस किधर है? भाई मेरा कैमरा ये कभी नहीं चलता है, वाई Why, bro? भाई बंद कर दूं क्या अभी? बंद कर देती हूँ, बंद कर देती हूँ अभी, जरूरत ही नहीं है, देखना क्यों है भाई? अगर ये सच हो गया, ये थंबनेल गाइस आज, बाय द वे पिछले वाले सेन मैच में भी ये दिस थंबनेल गाइस वाज रॉन्ग, you know this thumbnail guy was wrong. So अगर बंद कर देती हूँ भाई अभी, भाई प्लीज मत होना भाई आज इसका प्रेडिक्शन, भाई प्लीज भगवान इसका प्रेडिक्शन आज बंद कर दो, करवा दो। आई मीन Oh my god. No way.
Will be eliminated today. And as we talked about before, the map pool, where are we gonna go? Are we gonna get all three in this best of 3 as well?
Oh wow, this is very different.
Bro, no way मेरा नेट फिर से हग रहा है भाई. No way. I know मेरा नेट हग रहा है फिर से. लैग हो रहा है ना, I know. नेट हग रहा है फिर से भाई.
And they've got a great game plan on the first couple of
वाईफाई
matches.
नहीं है, मेरा टट्टी इंटरनेट प्रोवाइडर है. भगा से. इस पे देखेंगे इस पे.
How you want to play with your opponents, my said. If there's a map that they
Bro, what the fuck? बिटरेट थोड़ा कम कर देती हूँ, रुको. लग रहा है मेरा.
would have expected to be playing at.
Yeah, they're both very prep heavy teams. And
Bro, no way, no way. अरे हाँ, मेरे ब्राउजर का ही ऐसा होता है, पता है. ब्राउजर का क्लियर है, कैसे करूँ? कैसे करूँ? प्लीज टेल मी गाइस, समवन. क्लियर कैच कैसे करूँ मैं? अरे स्पीड टेस्ट करने से क्या होगा भाई? हो गया, हो गया, हो गया. रुको रुको, मुझे ना ये नहीं दिख रहा है. आई मीन
The others going to get involved in this.
yeah, I can't wait to see because this is the EMEA's last hope, and who better to take them through this than Pansy and Steel.
Thank you so much. The analyst desk there breaking everything down, teeing us up for an exceptional series. And I told you before, and I'll tell you again, it is time to lock
क्या हो रहा है भाई?
in
मेरे ब्राउजर ना एकदम टट्टी ब्राउजर है भाई, ये पता है? Bro, what the fuck, bro? Wait, wait, wait. प्लेन वाइट. अरे मेरा ब्राउजर का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है ब्रो. इट्स नॉट माई. वेट. क्या रे भाई, मेरे हमेशा ऐसा क्यों होता है? बंद करके फिर से चलाती हूँ. मेरी किस्मत, मेरी किस्मत, टॉटी किस्मत, टॉटी किस्मत.
being bought on the spike. You can see the util coming in.
Oh no way. जब भी वॉच पार्टी करने आती हूँ कुछ ना कुछ होता है भाई. मैं इसके बाद कर ही नहीं रही हूँ. मेरा ये ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है भाई? मैं पीसी रिस्टार्ट करके आऊँ. इतना गुस्सा आता है ना भाई, क्या बोलूं मैं.
載せていただいたよね。
अरे रुको गाइस, तुम लोग तब तक किसी और के चैनल में देखो. मैं तो 1 मिनट पीसी ये करके आती हूँ, ठीक है? रुको पीसी स्टार्ट करके आती हूँ। पूरा दिखाई दे रहा है मुझे। नाइस 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 नाइस, वेरी गुड। फिर से साइन इन करो, लॉग इन करो फिर से। क्या हो गया?
The rest of the team still in the sight, peeling off ever so slightly.
And this guy used to be clutch, has still got that capability cleaned out in a heartbeat. Sasi breaks the back line and suddenly the floodgates are open. That's problems for Rienz. The gap is closing, the net is closing, and MiniBoo looks a little shaken here, and he gets put down. Zekan slides through him. And now they're being there's nowhere to fall back to. There's nowhere feeling safe. You're going to need a big round from Rienz, and he doesn't have even a chance. Zekan is doing damage this time.
Oh my god.
Sentinels proving it. They don't even need the better weapons. They just needed the bodies left. 5 alive is down to the wire, and he's got it.
0.64. Sentinels have been flawless this half so far. Team
what the fuck?
Crumbling a little bit. Maybe an early timeout coming in. These coaches have so much impact for this team. But what Heretics needs to do is they cannot lose that first fight. BenQ going down there was the difference maker. Opens up the floodgates, as you said. And now everyone's coming in from the back lines. Team Heretics, they don't know which way to look, front or back. They need to set the tone and push forward. MiniBoo needs to be the spear, the tip of the spear.
We talk about momentum when it comes to Sentinels.
And,
once they get that in their favor, it's almost unstoppable. It's very hard to quell that, to break that. Very few teams have that accolade against them.
अरे भाई मेरे इधर तूफान आया था ब्रो, इतना जोर से बिजली गिरी ना, मैं अगर तब स्ट्रीम करती ना मेरा पीसी का कचुम्बर हो जाता। लाओ पॉपकॉर्न दो और किधर बैठने का बैठ जाइए, साइड में बैठ जाइए आप, मेरे इस साइड ऊपर बैठ जाइए, गोदी में बैठ जाइए, कहीं पे बैठ।
Do some damage now.
Popcorn खुद खरीद के लाइए।
This insert from Tens down at the C cubby is what I look to. We're looking at a massive read from Sentinels here. Already 3.5 players towards that C site. It's only Saucy down towards A, looking at that long line. Heretics, though, they don't do these audibles that well, but this push, the timing,
it might just start and end with Tens. This round could be all for nothing. The one way goes up. He's got him locked down there. Paranoia Prime, he knows exactly where the split's coming in from. Smoke goes up. This round's done. The threat was nullified the second they ran into Tens.
When you go Fortnite, man.
A little bit of damage here or there could be good, but it's not happening right now. Okay.
All right, that's nice. Gonna need a lot more, though. And he's pretty much surrounded here. The slow eventual creep as well from Sasi closing that gap in. John QT just sitting a little bit safer on the corner. Lovely. Well handled, a little bit of a threat, but Tens won that round. What felt like a minute ago.
Great timing on that push, gets those 2 kills. But look at how Heretics is setting up, though. Omen's got the smoke in their hand, Killjoy got the molly in their hands. They're trying to set up these elaborate plays. And when we get to the opposite side, Sentinels goes on that attack, you'll notice that they're only really setting up these small 2 or 3-man plays, trying to do these small incremental things to take the site control. They're not trying to full 5-man util dump on a site. Another thing, though, is they don't budge. They win the rounds just so easily, they know next round we're going to defend C.
Benji से फोटो अरे मुझे पता है Benji कौन है इसलिए बोल रही हूँ
I do have to know he's off to a flying start 5-0 so far. I wouldn't say he'd had the
लगे
biggest
रहो
impact
queen
in the tournament to this point, but the man on
अरे
stage
welcome
seems to
संदीप
thrive. But for Heretics stepping onto this
मुझे
stage,
क्या मेरा चश्मा पहनना चाहिए guys because you know
they definitely aren't off the starting blocks. We're seeing that in some of the duels they took, Miniboo and BenQ on that round 3, for example. They needed to do way better than that. One of the things I'm looking forward to, though, is beyond the fact that Heretics crafted this composition to stop Sentinels, right now, you mentioned it before, Sentinels, their momentum picks up when they start winning these rounds, stringing them together. It's not like... Yes, they are good at that, but what Sentinels is really good at is when they're down and they find that little way in to, you know, break through. They win on an eco, they win an unwinnable 1 versus 4. That's what really propels them forward. Right now, it's no contest. All of the players on Sentinels are fighting back. Nobody from Team Heretics, really. We see a couple kills, like 2 kills on Boo, 2 kills on Miniboo, 0 for the rest. They're not on. Maybe this timeout was used just to calm them down a bit, maybe.
Oh, abuse.
Okay, okay.
Excuse me?
Thank you,
timeout
observers.
for this.
Appreciate you, yeah. But Miniboo didn't get his reward. And look at the space already filled by Zekken. He's already going to be able to control all of this area. Yes, Sassy got spotted, but that's nothing. He got himself alive. Yeah, took a little bit of damage, but that's fine.
What is going on?
All of that and no reward.
Yeah.
Sentinels probably just happy where they are, waiting for Team Heretics to come back into them. Tens, once he sees that C hits coming, he's probably going to back off and wait for that triple flank to come. It's Killjoy here. There's no tripwire. It's just the turret and the alarm bot. Easily bypassable, but Heretics just going to walk into a free site. It's all on that flank. And how is Heretics going to press forwards and deal with that retake? Are they going to sit back, get split from different directions, or are they going to get in their faces right now? BenQ already in garage here. They need to reinforce the spawn, the garage lines, and get ready to push forwards. But Sentinels actually opts not to go for that flank. They're coming all through spawn. This thrash from Rians, that's what I look to.
Yeah, huge ult could start this off. Them Heretics are desperate for a round here. The paranoia goes in, and as does Zekken. Contained, captured, and taken down. Rien's looking for a little bit more timing here. Invest Mosh towards CT. Wood finds Tens. They've divided, and maybe they've conquered.
Beautiful from Rien's on the follow-up. This is much better, much more
composed. Breaking down Sentinels bit by bit. And suddenly only one man left alive is Zelsis. Clean work there, Josh.
You take away all the names, take away the HUD from this round and round 1, round 3. I wouldn't even think it's the same team. Team Heretics looked completely revamped this round. They took a timeout. They go for the early fight with that safe wall up at A main. They don't get it. They walk into C site, but it's how they deal with this retake coming in. The way that they use that thrash on that timing, the mock, the follow-up, and they're fighting together, and they're reinforcing each other, pivoting from that garage tunnel to help garage, help spawn flood. Very different look from Team Heretics.
And they needed that. Now, it would be a miss to not note the ults coming online here. Tens, how do you want to handle this? It's a big pressure play up towards C, and he's stuck here, and he stands. He got caught up that time. Miniboo the one to connect towards him. They've taken down the tip of the spear, but John QT, the backbone of the Sentinel's side, still trying to do damage. He did a whole lot. He did the best he could, but Heretics again hold the site. The ball goes towards Garrix. They've got the res if they feel it's required. Zekken still stands with the ult. Zelsis not too far away. Dealt with again. Heretics seeming to really come alive now. Out of nowhere, they're finding this form. The C site seeming to be maybe what they were looking for. The ult as well. I mean, Sassy better swing on this one. It's basically on him. They can't make the most of the ult that just came through. Not sure if that was the right investment here from Zelsis. No chance. Zelsis can try as he might, but he's surrounded. There's no fight that he can truly win here. The bigger picture, that spike that's ticking away. And Wu just needs to do the dance, and he's doing it well, buying precious time for BenQ, who's standing and waiting. Heretics have found an answer. They found a cure for their ills.
Back-to-back hits on that C site.
It's like this stadium, guys. Let's go. Sen is winning.
But misses his chance, his opportunity on Miniboo, who actually catches him paranoia. Barely saw him at the edge of that paranoia. And once that floodgate was open, it's all on John QT. If you can get more than one there, different story. But because he goes down, I mean, that's just such a big investment from Sentinels using that Rolling Thunder, not coming out with the round win. Team Heretics crawling back round by round.
And it's caused a timeout. Sentinels have felt enough of a switch here that it's time to check back in. An early timeout as well. They're normally quite reserved for when they call them. We know that that momentum shift is very much in the playbook. Sentinels are very aware. But maybe it is the right time to touch base. Heretics clearly adjusted something during the timeout. 2 consecutive rounds. And there's a lot of ults on the Heretics side here as well. You've got the TP yellow boot, but you've still got the showstopper. You've still got that res there. They're only 2 away from the lockdown. And that was a lot of ults invested from Sentinels for 0 reward.
Not only that, but now we're getting to the point where if Team Heretics is able to pick up another round here, Sentinels is looking at the good news is they have economy for this round, including
guess what it is.
And if they're really able to get an early pickoff here, that could snowball things. Res in play. Team Heretics can pick up their lost soldier, but right now, I mean, I could definitely see a pace change from Team Heretics here. We've seen them go quick towards B. They have that ultimate, they have that showstopper. That's what I look to here. Are they going to go fast again? Really keep the pressure on right now off the back of the momentum of these 2 rounds? Or Sentinel's going to be able to crawl back and stop them?
Now, I'm looking at that operator in play. I'm looking at TenZ here. Can he be the one? But you're right. The pace change is apparent. Right back towards B, right up the guts. Heretics instantly investing that showstopper. Trying to hold back any sort of retake,
planting. What the fuck?
And SEN aren't really wanting to investigate this too early, and rightly so.
No flank this time. Wall up for A main. That's going to take a little bit of time to chip down. Off also for this retake at B. Not ideal.
If SEN loses,
this is going to be incredibly difficult.
Not due to
3 through that Seek and Exercise boom. The wall gets broken, so he has to respect it. Back away. Zekken going to take the space that's been given. They're starting to clear house, but there's the TP. TenZ has to try and find the fight towards window. That's a pixel. He knows it. Can he find it? There's still pressure on the side. They've got to find a body, and he does! Takes away BenQ. Backline open. Paranoia sent. Woot denies Sassy. Good trade for Zekken. Trying to step down towards middle tonight! Huge from Rienz! When Heretics needed him, he stood his ground and got them up to 3.
When we look to Rienz, we know that he delivers this. Normally it's on Sova. We look to him to be on the maps where he gets to play Sova. He's in these late round situations after he uses his Crow and his Dart, and he closes it out so frequently for them. If it's not him, it's BenQ. But here, he goes big. Oh my god, it was down to a sliver almost with the amount of diffuse left. Sentinels almost stealing that away. But
okay, ठीक है मैं मेरा कैमरा बंद मैं देखती हूँ नहीं ठीक है
मैं नहीं देखती हूँ ठीक है
रुको मैं कैमरा बंद कर
out.
मैं नहीं देखती
Worked for Heretics, and even Sentinels timeout worked for them again. The pace change. Back in play so quickly for Rienz, and he's identified players, but Zekken cleared in a heartbeat. Miniboo quick as lightning, takes him away, and the site is 1 out. Heretics have what they want here. There's no lurk on the way, no, I guess, flank coming in, but they've got everything they require, and once again we rinse, we repeat. The wall goes up, they get ready to sit into this post plant.
Still 1 more slow on Boo. So once this wall gets broken down, once the stun comes off cooldown, they start using the aftershock and comboing it with the fault line here. That slow comes in. Thrash also for Rienz. Sentinels realizes what's going on, and they're backing out. Thrash still used preemptively, waiting for, expecting and anticipating this retake, but Sentinels realizes what's going on, what the name of the game is right now. They've lost the sight. Team Heretics, very pacey. Normally we see them maybe taking a little bit of map control first, waiting, pausing, going on that second interval. Around that 1 minute mark is when they're grouped, gathered, hit by 50 seconds. But now it's the first full motion, swinging all the way through into the sights.
And if we kind of pause here ourselves for a second and kind of consider this, we were discussing this veto at the very start, Josh, how this feels indicative that there had to have been change amongst Heretics. You would not walk into this veto without a plan. We are seeing a very new look Heretics here.
This is a very different look. I mean, we talked about it a little bit with when it comes to Lotus. They made those changes coming into Champs. It wasn't working. They scrap it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes sense. What the fuck? We looked at Icebox as the pick from Heretics. Notably, one of their worst maps, if not their worst, outside of Ascent, which was their permanent ban, and now they're picking it. It makes me wonder what they've cooked up on that map as well, now that we're seeing 4 rounds in a row for them and looking revitalized after that timeout.
Yeah, this is... it feels like a different team. But I'm looking at Zekken walking middle here. Miniboo, hopefully he doesn't tunnel vision towards this because could get caught out this time. Sassy is going to be at least kept back. I like this for the control towards A-Long. We know that Sassy does like to try and take towards that. They now know about it. And they pause.
This is tough. This type of situation when you don't have that Cypher trips up, when you can't really clear mid. Normally that turret can spot someone walking down middle. It's in a really passive spot. It spots garage. The alarm bot on that C means that it's not watching A, it's not watching that window.
Kya hai, bro? What the fuck?
Be able to hear all the noise that's happening. Hear the rotations back and forth between A and C right now. But if it's a shift block, if Team Heretic slowly moves, yes, this camera can spot them early. Yes, these traps will get that information and allow that rotation to come in. But still, the slows are in play here. Two smokes, paranoia, so much retake utility. It could be a pre-take. It could be a fast one. Breach, Sova, you guys are still on A site. You gotta have to move soon.
Yeah, here's the committed approach towards C. Looking to see if anyone tries to get a shot. I think maybe John QT eyeing up to see if anyone gets caught.
Oh no,
that's outrageous. Takes down John QT, who thought he was set up for success. Not the case. It's 5 standing for Heretics. You're looking at the flank and they still have the util here. BenQ, if he falls, then suddenly the floodgates could open. But he stands. Hunter's Fury from downtown. That's the connection though. That's gonna be Rien's removed. And trying to set up safe passage forward, but it's BenQ to find 10s. Trade comes in. Zekken looking to close the gap though. Lockdown in play. Beautiful.
Nice one, Zekken.
Miniboo answers back though towards CT. Back and forth, but right now it's falling in favor of Heretics. As Sasi, the last one alive, can do nothing but die. Heretics are in control.
That is 5 rounds in a row for Team Heretics. They have not dropped the beat. And all of them are punching back. We talked about 2 kills for Miniboo, 2 kills for Boo, and none for the rest of the team. Guess what? Everyone's on the board right now. Everyone's got impact in their own moments. The fact that John QT couldn't capitalize on that spam kill with the trip through the smoke, he actually instead gets taken out. That is just so devastating for Sentinels. And a second timeout in one half. Round 7, round 10. This is like you don't burn this unless you feel like if you can't get a grasp of the game right now, it's gonna slip away from you. They need to have a way to stop Team Heretics right now. Team Heretics going fast. Sentinels, you're playing really split 2-1-2. How are you going to get ahead of what's happening? Maybe more gamble stacks. They're good at that. But the problem is, if Team Heretics picks the right site, you have a 5-on-5 retake. Those Sage walls are killing you right now.
You got to roll your mind back. Last time these two met, it was a bitter loss in Madrid for Heretics, sending them to their deaths eventually against PRX. First time that they ever truly met. Devastating for them. All that potential we discussed at the start of the year, and it went up. Now they bounced back. We saw what happened eventually once they made it through towards Shanghai. But still, this team has suffered at Sentinel's hands. But as said, those 5 rounds, Josh, they are impact to say the least.
I'd go a step beyond that as well.
It
came down pretty close within a matter of a couple of seconds. These are very close to fuses. Had things gone slightly different, something like an 8-0, like a
welcome to the stadium.
Okay, still a buy here though. The only caveat to that going to be John QT. He wants that full util as best he can. So Guardian in hand. Still has his ult, as does TenZ. Not massive impact off the back of it. Rez still in play as well.
And a pace change from Team Heretics. They've been going quick. They got the back of these last 5 rounds.
But Zekken is still Zekken. There's still danger. That Rez gets burned. They're back up to 5. But he wants another bite of the cherry. He fancies another go at this. He's so close. Playing towards Sue. He's still got Sasi on long, so if they cross, that will be go. Miniboo! Just prize him out of there. The can opener for Heretics now. And Zekken has to respect that. Suddenly, A feels vulnerable. He can't sit on that island alone any longer.
Now Team the Heretics, they have the control of the map. They have that turret locking down middle. Sure, they don't know much about C, but right now, Sentinels taking that gamble stack. They're reinforcing the site where they lost one of their players. Right now, if Team Heretics goes into this, this is the best chance that Sentinels has to get back into this game. Paranoia already set up for long here. Zekken, first one was free. Is the second one. Full site exec. This is so typical of Team Heretics. They're waiting for that second smoke to come off cooldown. They pop them both. Paranoia, paint shells, everything's coming in.
Yeah, Dizzy gonna set this one through. Zelsis, TenZ in danger, in trouble. Zekken still fighting the good fight for Sentinel, still holding his ground. TenZ dives head first, takes away 2. They're getting no access this time. Wall goes up, but the timing's just not gonna be there. Boo would have to pull off something like a miracle, and it doesn't happen if you go to Zekken's site.
बात तो वुकॉन्ग खेलने की हुई थी। अरे कल खेला था कल नहीं परसों खेला था। देख के जा। अभी वॉच पार्टी करेंगे एंड आज वॉच पार्टी करेंगे, कल फिर से वुकॉन्ग खेलेंगे। एंड मैं कल वुकॉन्ग खेलने जा रही थी बट मेरे इधर वो हुआ। The thing is तूफान आया था, so I couldn't. That's why. मेरा PC चला जाता बाहर में।
They wait 20-30 seconds. They're hoping that the other team makes a mistake, pushes or overreacts and rotates the wrong spot. Sentinels, when they get to their attack side, they know how to manipulate the rotations to make the defenders go exactly where they want. Team Heretics goes into the stack.
And it's pacey this time. John QT and Tens going to be having to stand and deliver. You could maybe take a TP out, but they want to take the fight here. Paranoia
Tens, you can do this.
to maybe set him up here, but no one can swing on this one. TP to the back.
Nice,
John QT. Hack comes in. Tens finds Riens. They're holding the line. They're keeping their kingdom safe. Finally, Sentinels hold this C site as BenQ falls.
Let's go now, Dagia. Let's go.
Back to back.
किसी चला गया। अरे नहीं, मतलब इतने जोर से बिजली चमक रही थी ना, तो मेरे इधर बिजली भी कड़का, ठीक है, मतलब बिजली भी गिरी इधर, तो मेरा तब अगर पीसी ऑन रहता तो मेरी ये जाता, मतलब पीसी चला जाता, तो इसलिए बोल रही हूँ।
It's working. They slow down one round. It doesn't work. They go fast again. But Sentinels,
बोल रही है कोई तूफान नहीं आता। अरे भाई कहाँ पे रहता है भाई तू?
And now scores closed down.
बारिश हो रहा था मेरी इधर इतनी जोर से, ये हो रहा था ना।
Disrespect it. That's going to be the name of the game.
It's a reminder of who they are. Sentinels, the team that you can't really doubt when it comes to it. But can Heretics give them that reminder? Can they put them back in place? Tens showing up now. Picks up the quick pick on Boo. And then readjusts, repositions. The younger brother wants to walk in those footsteps, maybe feel advised against it. It's now with those 4 players standing, what do they do now?
Sage down, there's no wall. IGL gets to spectate, micromanage a little bit more. A little bit of map control here. We haven't seen the side of Team Heretics yet. It's been these 5-man hits over and over again. But softening up that garage area, that front B area, pulls all of the Sentinel players over there. But again, Sentinels, they're stacked towards B, and Heretics is primed to go in here. The showstopper, Miniboo, needs to land it on Tens, otherwise this could be disastrous for these guys.
Could be waiting, poised, prowling above. He knows what's coming. Oh, he couldn't get away from Miniboo.
Oh, fuck, how?
Takes B to himself, but look at the back.
How did he get
still here? They have no idea. Zeka now tries to run around, keep them on their toes. Heretics being forced around at a quick pivot. You're right, Josh. That spike's heading towards C.
He can take Miniboo.
They're making noise. They have an inkling about Miniboo here. He's going to go down, but still 3 versus 3 on this post plant right now.
Still game on. One is in. Time's on their side.
Zekan is low.
CT. Sentinels don't have that safe step back. Looking to maybe pivot through garage themselves.
फिर से no garage, bro. No garage.
Keep check on anyone trying to close the gap. The one-way cuts off the route, and now they can focus on garage. The crossfire looks heaven sent. How do you get around it? Zekan could. Zekan could. There's a chance here. Riens basically could deny this, as could BenQ. The time ticking. They got to make a move right here, right now. The timing is perfect. The synergy is off the charts, and Sentinels.
Round nikala. Oh my God!
Unbelievable work from Sentinels. They're waiting the time of that
go,
one-way
bro.
out.
Let's
as soon as it goes
go.
down,
क्या round निकाला Zekan ने? Just patience. इससे पता चलता है just patience, bro.
Stabs him in the back. Gets that
You're looking down and lightly smiling, they're looking down, no fears and shining, whether you know it or not, I do know, but this heart has received its moment. Love from Los Santos. Arey Sandeep, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, yeah, it means a lot actually. Thank you so much, thank you.
That synergy was just amazing. Love that, absolutely love that. But if you like Heretics, there's a man you'll want to hear from right now.
Round nikala hai bro. Let's go, yaar.
Hi guys, Jen Lee here with Patatek. Patatek 선수 만나보도록
इसका हाथ कहाँ है? Hello? Oh lol, what the?
먼저 어떻게 지냈는지부터 물어보도록 할게요. Long time no see, Patatek. What have you been up to?
I've just been sitting at home, playing ranked, streaming, and just chilling, waiting for a team to pick me up.
Okay,
best player in the world. 일단 집에서 좀 앉아서 랭크도 돌리고 좀 열심히 하면서 팀을 구하고 있다고 합니다. 연락 많이 주셨으면 좋겠다고 얘기를 하는데
Let's go. We are close to 20 likes. Let's go.
오늘 좀 선수들에게 서프라이즈로 파티텍 선수를 초청했다고 얘기를 하는데요. 이렇게 팀원들 보면서 어떤 마음이 드는지도 물어보도록 할게요. Now, Heretics invited you over, flew in as a surprise to the boys, because you're very much part of the success that they're having, as much as the other guys up there. So what's it like rooting for them and watching them play today?
I just pray for the win for Heretics. As I said on my stream, like they're gonna win that whole thing. And when it comes to watching them play, it's just insane, you know. I just imagine myself to be on the stage one day, but I came here and I'm gonna support my boys to win the whole thing.
ये 7 है हमारा Sentinels का.
스트리밍 할 때 얘기를 했듯이 헤레틱스가 우승을 할 것 같고 그리고 정말
इसको घंटा पता नहीं है कुछ भाई
본인도 이런 스테이지에 올라와서 언젠가는 챔피언스 좀 경기를 멋지게 펼치고 싶지만 자신의 시간이 올 때까지는 좀 더 기다려야 할 것 같고 그냥 팀원들이 계속해서 잘해줬으면 좋겠다고 얘기했습니다. Thank you, Tech.
Thank you.
Lastly, predictions today.
2-1 for Heretics.
오늘 2대1 예상한다고 얘기를 했습니다. 헤레틱스 승리. Okay, back we go.
Thank you.
What a first half we had there, 7-5, and it was swings and roundabouts. Josh, both teams runs, 4 rounds in a row, 5 rounds in a row, and then a strong close from SEN. It feels like this is still anyone's game.
Both teams right now delivering the goods in their own respect. It's on Team Heretics now, though. They get to go in their defense side. They're really good on their defense because of their retakes, but they've cooked up a new comp. So I look to how they've changed that. Do they do something different with the rotations, with the gamble stacks?
Speaking of, Josh, there's a gamble stack in play from the very get-go. 3 players dedicated towards this C side. Miniboo the one with the sheriff there. You could hear that rattling off in the distance. And a quick close clear for Sarsi. Just going to be having a little look, even spotting Woot. So, again, you're getting a little bit of a read of what's going on here potentially, but Sentinels seem reticent in their approach. They want to carry on here. They fancy going into this one. The paranoia might have slowed them down. The counter can't be capitalized on yet. And now it's standoff. Do they really want to go through with this?
This is where the situations, when the rounds get to simmer like this, Sentinels does so well at picking where they want to go. Heretics peeling off, getting out of the site. They're going to reclear Garage first for this retake.
Yeah, I'm looking at John QT waiting there. His eyes are still on it. Miniboo, though, with some pace. Belting shot from John QT.
Get shot,
but now there's too many. Tens, you can't really back away. He just about makes it out with the help of Zekken, but they do have the plant down.
They're low,
Sarsi
but
going to try and be the kind of, I guess, the one to put a full stop to
they're
the
very low.
Did go back through Garage, but he sees nothing. Sets them up to focus towards CT. 2 players waiting in the smoke, and look at that deadly little duo. You don't want that. You don't want that. It's Tens all day. Oh,
Go for the knife.
Do it. Why not?
Tens is going for
you, Tens. He's him. He's absolutely him. Give him the pistol.
Oh my god! He was going for knife. What the fuck?
Sentinels, classic, right click.
There's something about it, man.
Tens के बाद भी मेरा वाला ये है.
Look at this.
Mouse.
Stopping them, and we heard it in the soundbite before from Tens.
Yeah, man, bro, what was this? What the fuck?
This is what Heretics needed to do to Sentinels. Get in their faces and just,
Lord.
Sorry if I punched your arm. Sorry if I punched you.
Yeah, he's getting into it. He's feeling it, immersed.
It's Tens. He is a big game player. That is what you want to be seeing. There's the impact off the back. But remember the first half. It started really well for Sentinels. The timeout hit, and Sentinels burned both of their timeouts in that first half. Heretics still, I believe, have that option available. So, it's not over yet. This is just a good beginning.
When the Sage respected knife and went for knife. Yeah.
When I
it's
looked
so
at
good.
this game, I'm thinking, Haven, how many rounds realistically does Heretics need on that attack side for them to be able to comfortably close it out? I'm thinking 6, maybe 5 if they don't get pistol round. But losing the second pistol round as well, that's going to make things very difficult. And Sentinels, we're going to see why they picked this map right now. They start with that orb control. They get John QT here. 4 of them move together towards A. And look at the map. Team Heretics has 4 on that A site, and C site is open for the taking. Sentinels,
C is
a 3-round.
Yeah, that's lovely. I'll be happy with that. Managing to navigate all the potential dangers. Again, there were a couple of sheriffs in play. This wasn't like it wasn't without a little bit of threat. So Sarsi looking to farm here. Nice opportunity for him. Lovely. Quick 2 kills. Again, only against pistols, so no need to lose your minds just yet. But second here, maybe with his opportunity to get some orbs.
अरे नीलेश अभी सेन को support कर रहा है. Thank you.
My bad. Sorry.
Guys, like करिए, like. Let's go.
Can they cost them much? Again, this is quite an invested round. The 2 SMGs are still there, but it's that bulldog that we don't want to see being lost, really.
हमारा bonus है. Yep. It was our bonus. उनका eco था.
Last ditch effort. Try to take anyone down with them.
Don't think you can get much more. Nice try. Not to be. Sentinels 4 standing. They should be happy with what they've been able to do there. A very clean early start to the round as well, navigating all that potential danger.
That was a big difference that we didn't see that side from Team Heretics, of depositing players and having them as callback options. Everything was all as soon as they start trying to go towards one site, they have to commit to it. There's no way for them to fall back.
I like when you call me Pooksack.
Constantly of the callbacks from John QT, especially saying, hey, come back. This site's free. Hey, I think they've overstacked there.
एक इन्वर्टर लेके देते
They want to be able to catch back up to Sentinels.
अब तो 3K भी हो गए
round for these guys.
Right place, maybe right time.
You don't know where the other 3 players are right now.
Chomping at the bit there, like he wanted in.
See if they had an opening. But still, I see a couple of Spectres here, so maybe closing the gap at B through Garage, getting just like if you get into C site and you have players in Garage and Garage window, getting those flanks, stopping that rotation, that's so difficult to go through. B, dangerous with that wall and the wingman.
Yep, waiting to see when the alarm bot gets triggered.
It's a fake. I've seen this before. They're going to send Zekin in. They're going to take all this pressure, but it's going to be a C split through Garage and Zekin.
Lol, fake kare, fake kare.
He kept his life. He didn't destroy the alarm bot though. That alarm bot and the turret still being up. This setup from Team Heretics, Bermuda Triangle. Sentinels is going to disappear in it. But 30 seconds left.
They're running low on time. They've got to commit somewhere.
आज नहीं जीता तो आज अगर जो जीत जाएगा वो जाएगा फाइनल्स में ओ नहीं फाइनल्स में नहीं इसके बाद और एक मैच होगा उसके बाद फाइनल्स
breaking now but the slow
and there it is time 20 seconds
EDG finals में already
Sentinels need to make
these eliminator हाँ for SEN
yes music Mini Boo gets away with robbery Boo the wings back to back for Boo leaving just John QT irrelevant to the round as Heretics make it past the first big threat here. It was their buy round, it was the bonus from Sentinels, but the way they approached that, Josh, they missed a beat on that. The alarm was still there.
मैंने वो डीपड़ के उससे करी है डीपड़ के अकाउंट से मतलब वो ये कर सकते हैं ना तो क्या किया है
usually so much better with those fundamentals, breaking all the alarm bots, getting exactly what they want to manipulate the rotation, and for the most part it still worked. Yes, it got a little bit low on time. You get nervous when you see that clock ticking down, but that's still enough. That's 10 seconds that you have to take out 2 players.
That's what I like to see, boys.
Panoti tu hoga Panoti haga se.
As long as you don't freak out. But Mini Boo and Boo coming together through smokes and getting the shots, the kills they got in that fashion, unreal.
Here we go again. Now we get into the fun of it. John QT still down though on the SMG. Not ideal.
I like how loose Team Heretics is getting right now, though. They don't normally get this loose, these players especially. We saw on Boo, on Fade, on Lotus maybe. He's taking this deep line towards A right now.
And the adjusted turret as well for BenQ, not letting them even get to spam that, trying to remove that easily. Yes, but still serves purpose, especially with Rien's keeping control here. They're going to hear all this, they're going to see all this. That's at least 2 players noted off. Just Dizzy and BenQ back feeling this could be perfect from BenQ. Pulled the trigger on the first. I thought he could have waited a touch longer, but no. We're getting to 50 seconds, and they don't have a full foothold on either site. Pressuring Garage.
के वक्त वो है रे वो मैंने अरे क्या हुआ जब तूने दिया ना उसके बाद मुझे रिपर ने बोला कि he has already and उसके अकाउंट में खेल सकते हैं तो उसके बाद फिर उसने दिया मैंने स्ट्रीम किया
He got John QT.
Then I guess I'll have to buy again. तो मैं सोच और either I can do one thing मैं तुझे वापस दे दूँगी.
Once Boo shows himself towards A link here, they won't expect Mini Boo at all.
It's a full.
John QT's dead.
Surely, right? Surely.
P4 Panoti, P4 Uma. What do you mean, bro?
They push through. This is good from Sentinels. They're alleviating
pressure. By the way, guys, जिसको नहीं पता है, Wukong के लिए हमें मिस्टर सजन ने स्पॉन्सर किया था, पर डीपर से मिल गया पैसा, डीपर से ऑलरेडी गेम मिल गया. So yeah, I'll give him back.
The timing on Mini Boo should be the death of Sassy, and it is all on Zelsis.
Save it for AC
the salesman or the soldier, let's find out, but now he falls.
Yeah, W. क्या W है रे मेरे ये सब मतलब viewers W है उस दिन रीपर पता है रीपर ने भी रीपर also donated 3,000 for AC like उसने रक्षाबंधन का गिफ्ट दिया था अभी रीपर तो नहीं है मैच कौन सा ये सेंटिनल्स एंड हेरेटिक्स का है मैच
It doesn't do anything to them.
ये प्लेऑफ चल रहा है
Yes, all cause
कर से सेमीफाइनल ही कर से
it's not affecting them.
मेरा जॉब लगेगा तो फुल सपोर्ट अरे नहीं
concussed players from Team Heretics putting them down and
पहले जॉब मिलेगा तुझे spend it on your family and yourself then अगर तुझे लगता है कभी कि support streamers always तो या जो streamer को तू पसंद है तो कर
Heretics
5 year के बाद लगेगा जॉब अरे I'm always here bro मैं अभी AC के लिए तो जमा कर रही हूँ तो मैं कुछ भी खर्चा नहीं कर रही हूँ लिटरली कुछ भी नहीं लाइक मैं पहले बहुत खाना ऑर्डर करके खाती थी बट अभी वो भी नहीं करती हूँ कुछ भी नहीं करती हूँ वरना मैं सुब्रमण्य को भी वो देने वाला था कुछ बट देन आई थॉट कि कुछ जब थोड़ा और मिल जाएगा तब कुछ बड़ा कुछ दूंगी सुब्रमण्य को लाइक जो सपोर्ट करते हैं उनको सज्जन को मिस्टर सज्जन को आकाश रीपर सबको रीपर को तो राखी भेजा था मैंने राखी एंड डल्टू भेजा था
This time a different look towards Garage. That's two players want to work off.
9-7.
They decide to invest, and it's getting tense now.
Wall breaks.
Smoke goes back up towards B.
Showstopper still on many.
Yeah, I told ना 10 के बाद 10 के बाद दूंगी चलो तुम्हें पक्का चल शुभ्रमण्य तू जितना बोलेगा उतना दूंगी चल मतलब थोड़ा ज्यादा मत बोल देना क्या भेजेगी ऐसे तुझे जो चाहिए मैं पूछ लूंगी क्या चाहिए तुम्हें बताओ एक अमाउंट बोलूंगी उसके अंदर जो भी चाहिए बताओ
Now Minibu decides to move 20 seconds where are they going back towards B at this point they're walking into the unknown a TP where is he off to over towards B gonna try and quickly get that plant secured by Zelsis
10 seconds left
spikes down he's done his job Tens gets out of danger and now the bedlam begins Boo you nasty boy waiting checks to make sure there was no one else here waits this is a dangerous game to play in an arena folks that's a dangerous game the crowd honoring but that could have gone completely haywire but a 5v4 now advantage towards Heretics but they still have to try and bait
मेरे को एक private island with fast wifi and 60 setup
Zekin gonna get one time now ticking the defuse halfway John QT holds the line
let's go bro Let's go. शुभ्रमण्य तुझे लगता है कि तुझे वो चाहिए but actually you don't want that पता है in the end you'll gonna be bored तू bored हो जाएगा and you'll need someone okay to spend life with
well played from Sentinels you can see how they set this round up so far in advance they knew wall is breaking at 45 we softened them up at B we softened them up at garage we softened them up at A right after and guess what it's gonna leave a hole in B we're gonna ultimate there with Omen get that spike planted and play out this round. This mid-round adaptation, the on-the-fly calls from Sentinels are so good.
Heating up here now. Might have a game on our hands.
They abandon this elaborate back
guys, like Maria.
Ready to hit right now.
I mean, you look at the ults, they've got so many. Sassy one away from having Hunter's Fury as well.
C is cleared, bro. वो लोगों का C पे कोई setup भी नहीं है literally. KJ का setup can't hold C.
Held by Heretics, sitting back a little bit deeper. Rien still does have his ult. Oh my God, you're lucky, Zelsis. He's the one to get caught by that. Benji playing back in through Garage.
Hello Mangla, welcome to the stream. How are you?
Already you can see that counter pressure. Sassy from all the way down C takes away Rien's. But Heretics clear the site, and you're right, the wall is still there. Does it get used? Looking to try and secure safety.
No chance.
It's perfect work. Surely there's nothing to be done. They've got to wait and watch as Woon eviscerates them all.
No way.
Raising the bar.
Bro.
Raising the walls, Team Heretics. And that's why earlier in the half when I was talking about how Sentinels was jamming them up at that spawn point, when Tens was getting in their face, disrespecting them, this is the exact reason why. If you fall back to long C and play that spam battle, you will lose. There's a
this
wingman,
wall is fucking good.
You need to get in their faces. Zel's is going down, losing that rolling thunder. They can't push into garage or spawn.
तुम बताओ क्या Sentinels
10 to 8 only.
Hold on. Zekin's gone down. We're looking at the hero with the gun. It's Tens. And we know what this man can do, so pay attention. And it is straight up brawl, but Sentinels are winning. Maybe just stick to the classic. It seems to work so well. And a 3v3 in this situation, Zelsis has his ult, as does Tens. They've got information on their whereabouts. And now they can let this simmer for a second.
3v3, but Tens is low, so yeah, but Tens can do anything, so yeah, it's 3v3.
Tens just uses ultimate a couple rounds.
College तो बहुत कम जाती हो अभी.
Telling you.
The alarm bot,
but the timing. Gonna be able to clear that. He's gonna put a question mark to it. And look at where the other two are, Josh. They haven't even fully moved.
Team Heretics fights very hard on these rounds, but if they move together and 3-man flank, if it is an A hit here, they could get a lot of damage off. Still, they have that wall, they have that slow, and they have the Omen smokes. Great characters to have for this retake. But still, 3v3, Rolling Thunder, and guns up for Sentinels. This is going to be difficult. Rolling Thunder, huge.
They had no idea.
Let Team Heretics know. They're going to come for this retake. The Omen on the flank is going to be massive, especially if he uses his ultimate to get that info here. That is going to initiate.
He could move past the invested ult that John QT has in place, so he can still make some real threat happen without an early warner towards it. But we look towards the fight on CT, and Tens has been instrumental in this round.
Oh, 3K की पार्टी नहीं दी तूने?
अरे चुप कर 3K की पार्टी. मैं गरीब.
Waiting. They got so close, but it's Wu closing the gap. Great shot.
इसलिए तो पांग रहा हूँ पार्टी. गरीब हूँ.
Let's go.
Perfect impact. He came in with the gun. Zekin was taken out in a second, and then that classic of all things was going to do the damage.
That full-on brawl at A. Team Heretics not getting ahead of that to the likes of a classic. Zekin getting instantly taken out as well, but again, maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves, feeling themselves too much.
Short पे कौन करता है? Neon का ult हमेशा ऐसा होना चाहिए ना? I don't know if I'm right.
We haven't really seen before.
And this timeout is everything. Let's simmer it down, focus in here. If you weren't paying attention before, now you should. Heretics come back.
कौन है भाई? इतना उछल क्यों रही है ये audience पे?
The money is the issue here for Heretics. They're gonna have to do.
उसकी girlfriend.
किसी का गर्लफ्रेंड. ये नाइट बॉट को कैसे पता तुम्हें पानी पिया? वो बोलता है, रिमाइंड करता है मुझे.
That is not the round that you want to lose.
This could be 12.
This could be 12%. That is a bad round for Team Heretics to lose. Those are the rounds that Sentinels have been winning all event to get to this point here. It's been these big swing rounds where not only do they win, but they're at their disadvantage just in terms of economy. They're doing it with classics, popping whatever ultimates they could to make it work. Then, not only do they win that round, but they're also able to pick up the following round.
She has Tens.
The economy of the other team isn't good enough to string together a proper buy. A hero vandal for Rians. The rest of them budgeting themselves to play for that OT. They know it's potentially likely it's going to be a 12-8, and they're going to have to crawl back and bring it to 12-12, unless Rians goes huge.
अरे ये क्या? ये वैनिला शेक का बॉटल इतना टाइट क्यों है?
But this is a lot to ask. Second, set into motion off the back of
Shake करके खोल.
What the fuck?
Try harder.
Currently where Boo is playing. You're looking for where Rienz is. We can see it. It's over towards C.
मैं जीतना है स्टार्ट करो अपना ब्लैक मैजिक. अरे जीत रहे हैं ना. भी जरूरत नहीं है. इंटेंस मोमेंट पे करना होता है ब्रो. ठीक है. खोल ही नहीं पा रही मैं.
Where he can't watch both entrances, he's gonna have to wall off one.
ऐसा कोई बॉडी बिल्डर हो यहाँ पे?
That as long as he can. Sentinels creeping up.
Yes, me.
That gamble stack from Team
बॉडी बिल्डर नहीं है, चुप कर.
Towards that C site here. Boo cannot instantly drop here.
खोला या नहीं?
No. हाथ दर्द हो गया.
At least that's something.
We can give any deal, bro. ये सच में टाइट है. तू ऐसा आवाज करना.
That's what she said.
The rest of Heretics aren't falling for this, but it looks pretty much committed.
मुझे गिफ्ट में बस 1 रुपीस भेज देना मेरे लिए वही सबसे महंगा. हाँ कुछ भी.
Not enough to move through.
I don't think so.
At least 1,000 बोल देते.
It's just too much of an order for Boo to get. Just a classic in hand.
I mean, it's not even the Sentinels one, so he can't do enough. But Boo somehow has played his life as best he could. Maybe hoping he'd deter them, maybe be enough to go towards C, but it's not the case.
Hey!
12.
चुप करेगा तू?
Looking so likely. As Heretics have to do that long rotate back. Every step arduous on the way. They cause chaos now, though. 5 to find. And so little time to do it. And away we go. Sassy instantly gets Benji, Mini down. Hold on. Rien's still alive.
Maybe. Wingman's still in play.
Time though, it's so low. Trying to swing off the back of the Wingman is a nice idea. But John QT.
खोलना क्या हुआ?
John QT, let's go. नहीं खुल रहा है.
Sentinels not going to let this one slip. It's 12.
बोला तो तुझे कैसे खुलेगा?
Rien's the man with the Vandal. Last to fall there. 10s, 27 kills.
ना ये तो 1 रुपीज ऐसे हुए है वरना 1 लाख सीधा उसके बीच में कुछ नहीं. ठीक है अगर मेरे पास 2 लाख होगा मैं तुझे 1 लाख दे दूंगी एक दिन. ठीक है.
I love the composure.
Oh, he's an instigator.
Yeah, he understands his mission right now. Yes, he's Omen. Yes, he's on those smokes, but he's getting in the faces of Team Heretics, not letting them have a chance to be able to get off their elaborate plans.
मेरे हाथ से खून निकलने वाला है literally.
We go again, this time with guns though, but Lifeline starting to be.
मैं मेरे भाई को बोलती हूँ खोल के देने के लिए
held on 8.
एक सेकंड आती हूँ.
We haven't seen a change up from
Guys, just 2024 independent woman showing her skills.
That's going to help with the retake if they need it, but gambling towards this.
Then they say we don't need man.
So good with their audibles. Once they get certain information, they know when to pivot away. They know how to use that time, squeeze out the last second. Zekin coming into Garage. Benji.
And Benji's been having a nightmare this series, fair to say. But this time he's saved by Whoop. Second goes down, and now they can maybe live for another second or so. But it's Zeltis to trade out, at least take away the first. But Tens then takes strides towards the site, disrespecting the Bosch and the man behind it. Rien just falls, and Tens is just on an absolutely nuclear level performance here. 29 kills. And now Mini Boo and Boo, brothers in arms, might have to watch map 1 slip between their fingertips now. Forced to fight forward and forced to fall. It's all on Boo in a 1v4. Map 1 surely sitting with Sentinels. What more were you ever meant to do against this side? Map 1 is in the books. You put them on a big stage, they just keep stepping up.
Great performance from Sentinels there, and Team Heretics trying to change things up with their agent composition, throwing in that icebox pick as well for that map too. So what have they cooked up there? They need to slam back as hard as they can if they want to be able to stop Sentinels here and go into that third map as well.
Trade in any phone in any condition guaranteed and get $800 off the new Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Just let me fall to my let me fall to my grave. Heart fails under pressure. Wonder if these bad days will last forever. pessimistic from the past. All the good things end up in caskets. I'm never feeling okay, but there's a sword to fall. Just help me know the pain. I'm one step from dying. My angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave.
I'm back. I'm back. Hello, hello. भाई लिटरली मैंने चाकू से खोला ये, कोई नहीं खोल पा रहा था। पापा पापा हाँ ये क्या है? ओ कुछ मिला मुझे। I have to go back. कुछ भी हाँ कुछ भी go back हगा से। Who will win at last?
ओए मिस्टी।
Sentinel. यप क्या?
ओए मिस्टी हो गया, खुल गया।
यस चाकू से खोला।
ओह माय गॉड, कैसा है?
अच्छा है। वैनिला आइसक्रीम
बेस्ट
जैसा
कौन
ही है।
सा? यप।
बेल्जियम चॉकलेट।
बेल्जियम नहीं, बेल्जियन चॉकलेट है वो। बेल्जियम इज अ स्टेट, ओह कंट्री, सॉरी।
Are you a SEN fan? Yes, of course. I'm a PRX and a SEN fan. PRX तो फिलहाल।
नहीं, यू आर माय फैन ब्रो।
Is this
सच
your
बोला।
BF? कौन?
यस यस गाइस, सून टू बी BF। मैंने अप्लाई कर दिया, एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म फिल कर दिया।
छी तू और BF ये फ्रेंड होने के भी लायक नहीं है। BF तो दूर की बात।
तभी तो BF हूँ।
BF तो दूर की बात है बोला मैंने। If they are gonna perform this way, they'll lose for you. TH. I don't know about TH. Yes, I don't know. But yeah, Sentinel अभी जैसा खेल रहा है ना, easy game नहीं लग रहा है देख के।
लमाओ नीलेश ने सच बोल दिया। नीलेश ने ज्यादा सच बोल दिया।
कब से लड़कों में इंटरेस्ट आ गया? हाँ वही तो नहीं है ना।
Guys, I'm her manager, so yeah.
ज्यादा ही ये वैनिला शेक ज्यादा ही मीठा है।
Can't compare to your sweetness, no.
ये बंदी पार्टी लूंगा भाई, याद रखना। आई होप यू विल गेट सक्सेस इन अचीविंग योर गोल्स। थैंक यू। ये बनने से पार्टी थोड़ी दूंगी, तब तो मेरे जिंदगी में दुख स्टार्ट होगा। पार्टी देके क्या करूंगा?
ज्यादा रियलिटी बोल दी ब्रो। वाओ।
ये लोग वहां पे जाके ये बूस्टर
ब्रेक है क्या?
हाँ
अनचार्टेड दिखाना है इनको। आई कैन स्ट्रीम।
नहीं वो अनचार्टेड खेल रहा है। मैं भी खेलूंगी ना, तो पहले से क्यों दूं?
ये तो स्नेक पीक हो गया ना, तू तो स्टोरी लाइन करेगी पूरा।
वहाँ का मैनेजर तो मैं कमाता हूँ क्या? इसको मैं पैसा नहीं देती, ठीक है?
गाइस ये इज्जत ही नहीं देती, पैसे तो दूर की बात है।
तो तुमसे मे बी कौन रहा है पार्टी में, पार्टी के लिए बोला आकाश को। अरे आकाश को, आकाश मेरा बॉयफ्रेंड नहीं है भाई, व्हाट द फक ब्रो। आकाश को लिटरली मैं, आकाश पता है आकाश से कैसे मिला? आकाश से मिला है, वो चैट में आया था, वो न्यू क्रियो का ये खरीदने वाला था, ठीक है, माउस। एंड वो तब मैंने वो रिव्यू डाला था क्रियो का माउस का, तब वो उसने मेरा वीडियो देखा एंड वो वीडियो से मेरे स्ट्रीम पे आया। तो तुम लोग को लगता है आकाश मेरा बीएफ है? नो ब्रो, जस्ट न्यू एजेंट। हाँ न्यू एजेंट देखे नहीं क्या? न्यू एजेंट मुझे इतना कुछ खास नहीं लगा। It was like, okay. Yeah, देखो new age.
We just got some gameplay of Vice's abilities in Valorant. So in this video, I'll be breaking down these videos for you and explaining what all of her abilities do. Jumping right on into it, we have her signature ability, so you get this for free every round. And this one is called Arc Rose. You target this ability at a surface and fire to place a stealth Arc Rose. Alternatively,
वही बोल रहा हूँ, मुझे तो कुछ benefit नहीं मिल रहा।
Aim down sights trigger on console and doing that.
जो बीसी में है तुमसे, तुम्हारे साथ है, उसको बोला अरे
Then you reuse this ability.
छी भाई ये कितना दूर रहता है पता है?
You can pick this ability back up and redeploy it later in the round. And based on this clip at least, it doesn't seem like you have too long to look away from this flash. If there's only one charge of that ability, you can't buy another one.
क्या इज्जत ये क्या होता है? पहले उमा से पूछो।
Next we have Vice's C ability
मतलब
called
इज्जत
Razorfine.
क्या बोल रहे हो? मतलब
क्या होता है उमा इज्जत?
इज्जत का मतलब होता है कि
on landing, this nest actually becomes invisible. Then you have to activate it yourself, and it will sprawl out into a larger razor vine nest, which slows and damages all players who move through.
Long distance कर लो भाई, long distance
this is going to be more similar to Killjoy's alarm bot.
क्या फायदा है long distance? कुछ फायदा?
अरे but मेरी girlfriend है already.
Now taking a look at this video, it seems almost similar to
मत
a
बोलो,
nanoswarm.
इसका गर्लफ्रेंड आके मुझे मार देगी नहीं तो तुम लोग ऐसा मत बोलो प्लीज।
Down a little bit as well. So it's basically in the middle of
मत बोलो guys ये सब।
And the damage from the nanoswarm, but it also does look like
इसकी गर्लफ्रेंड बहुत डेंजरस है, मैंने देखा है।
So you can choose to just sit there if you want to take more damage or if you're really low. You don't know the cost of that ability.
मेरे माउस पैड पे वैनिला शिप गिर गया।
So you can place it into your
Nice.
Then we have Vice's Q ability called Shear. You equip liquid metal and fire to place a hidden wall trap.
Bro मेरे हाथ पे जलन हो रही है लिटरली। ये एक बोतल खोल गई थी मैं।
ओह कितना नाजुक है उमा।
They already played that comp that Sentinels runs, the KO Sova, multiple times already, previously against DRX. So, like, I would like to see Miniboo like rotate quickly based on like Boo's information and Rian's information, and based on that, their defense like works for them.
I do think they need a good start on this attack. This is one of those maps where Miniboo is going to be super sacrificial, going in first, going for those openers, and it relies a lot on players like BenQ to come online for Team Heretics to trade him out and stay in it.
करियर सेट कर लेती हूँ उसके बाद भी बनाऊँ। फिर मैं शुगर मॉमी बनूँगी मेरे लिए। इसमें एक अलग ही फ्लेक्स है, तो इसलिए।
One life left.
मेरे माउस में कुछ गिरा हुआ है भाई, सोलो रेस निकल जा यहाँ से प्लीज निकल जा तू।
A composition change in the final hours coming out to this tournament.
छी भाई क्या गंदे लोग आते हैं मेरे चैट में।
सोलो रेज के माउस पैड पे उसका चरित्र गिरा है रे।
Sentinels have the grace of a map in the bag now.
When I looked at the Icebox pick, I thought maybe they
Sugar
were
mommy or sugar daddy
up to get a little bit of a curveball that Sentinels wouldn't expect, but they're sticking with the same composition.
पानी गिरा था, what the fuck?
What they could do is
आप जरूर भाई, मुझे पता है तू कैसा बंदा है, मुझे पता है तू क्या।
These 5-man hits, maybe we see them get a little bit
more. मेरी है guys, मैं सबकी हूँ, तुम लोग सबकी हूँ।
Trying to send more people with Boo on these B lurks. Zekin has that sheriff, had that B line, but he's gonna peel off of it.
देख लो तुम्हारा खर्चा उठा लेगा तुम्हें हिला भाई। राजन मुझे पता है तू क्या बोल रहा है, रहने दे बस। मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, मैं सब मेरे बॉयफ्रेंड हो तुम लोग, यहाँ पे जो हो चाहे।
What the fuck? मैं नहीं हूँ, sorry.
कब किससे मिलना है?
Sorry.
कब किससे मिलना है guys? जब मिलने आओगे तब मेरे लिए फ्रेंच फ्राई लेते आना।
Hey, you're just doing a fake. Cool. You're going to end up coming into my gamble stack. Oh, you actually went there. Cool. We're fine doing the retakes. We showed you how many times we can do it on Haven when our backs are against the wall. We'll make it happen.
And it is interesting to see no support, though, on the way for Zekken here. At this point, he has had to fall back pretty deep. He's playing somewhat safe, though, I feel, now in CT. But he's
I myself French fry.
commitment behind it. The lurk now coming in middle.
That spike
ये ऐसा French fry भाई market में आया क्यों?
So if these players are able to stay alive at kitchen as long as possible and bleed the time from the clock, that is their win condition.
खाना है कुछ तुझे ऑर्डर करूं?
नहीं.
Saucy also has a sheriff in
मैंने
hand.
केक खाया.
Lunch किया तूने?
3 sheriffs on this retake.
They've fallen away from kitchen to play dedicated towards side, and again Zekken once again checked on. He's not getting any freedom to play into this. So is the vast majority of players now working back in. They're going to know where that spike is planted specifically for, but there's still a man on the site. And Boo shows his hand, takes away tens and looks for a follow-up. Zelstis next in line. He can't stand any longer. Finally falls, but as did Wood. That's an issue.
Guys, इसको idea मत दो choco French fry.
And now you're going to look at that back line. You're looking at the likes of Benji to find some value. You're banking on Benji! Finding both! Keeps the bomb safe. And Heretics this time get their pistol.
That is the first pistol round on the board for Team Heretics. And I think an important thing to talk about in the context of how that Haven map fell apart for them towards the end.
क्यों? छी.
And then they also lost that.
पहले ही वो चॉकलेट मोमो पता नहीं क्या खाती है. गंदी.
अरे मैं कैसे खाती हूँ पता है? वो मैं मैकडॉनल्ड्स पे जाती हूँ. और उसके बाद मैं मैकडॉनल्ड्स पे
फ्लरी ऑर्डर करती है.
फ्लरी लेती हूँ, ऑडियो फ्लरी.
छी.
उसके बाद फ्रेंच फ्राई लेती हूँ, उसके बाद डिप करती हूँ.
छी.
It's really good, bro. Try it once. Try it. Okay, try it. देख लो कहाँ मिलेगा ऐसा केयरिंग बॉयफ्रेंड खाने के लिए पूछ रहा है. हैं? कौन?
नहीं, मैं उसके ही पैसे से ऑर्डर करने वाला था.
इसके पास मेरे पैसे रहते हैं इसलिए. तो ये ऑर्डर कर. इसके बाद स्विगी का गोल्ड वो है ना, तो मुझे डिलीवरी का चार्ज नहीं देना पड़ता. तो इसको मैं बोलती हूँ ऑर्डर कर देने के लिए. तो इसलिए दिमाग ऐसे यूज करना चाहिए.
Ghost on Benji. They have a couple of specters. They have that neon. They could do a fast play. I like their approach on that pistol round. They've done it before where they get that B main control, then that B main hit comes in when that Viper wall's on full charge. They make that noise and the split comes through middle.
2 बॉटल ब्लड ऑर्डर कर दो भाई. उमा का फेवरेट ड्रिंक है. कुछ भी यार, कुछ भी.
That could be something that Sentinel struggles.
हाँ, actually मैं दे भी सकता हूँ. चाहिए.
Slow opening.
I mean, we got 3 players here. Do we have a little bit of a scrap on this one? Already Heretics heading this way.
वैसे भी वैम्पायर पसंद है ना तुझे?
Pipes here. Saucy by his side.
मैच देखने दे भाई.
Down his tens.
A little bit of a switch up on the Team Heretics side. Normally they
अगर ये लोग गए A पे, then they are dead.
Benji kind of looking around middle.
They are gonna raid, I know.
Right now, Benji's on his lonesome and Boo's grouped with a team. I think an important change, keeping that Viper alive. This drone getting so much value, seeing so many players, but still.
High flash and a swing, but he couldn't get the bullet where he wanted it. It looked so perfect. I like them trying to be proactive though there, Josh.
Those mini bite-sized plays are what Sentinels is really good at. Just finding that opportunity to get that first kill or be able to get a little bit of map control. Big scan, Benji's at middle, trying to take out that turret. He can call them back and forth. If they make a pressure towards B, Benji can catch players in the back on that rotation. Even this kill on this turret might stir a reaction. 40 seconds though, time's getting low.
तूने timeout दे दिया उसको.
Needing to hit soon.
Yeah, Zels is the one to be pulled away. That might be the best that they can hope for. So now, Heretics have to play forward. You're going to have to take that space, take that fight, take the bull by the horns, and Saucy overwhelmed. But the backbone stands. Tens again with 2. Zelsis makes it back towards the site. He handles business, leaving Benji in a 1v3.
Yeah, site samhala.
How far does Benji go on this? Has a look. 10 seconds. He ain't got much of a time to play with. No.
Good round.
Well
Good round.
to hold that back of the site securely.
तो दिल क्या फट गई अगर इधर वो आ गई तो.
Go for those riskier choices.
सबको बना लेना भी है बस मुझे छोड़ देना रे.
Decided that their feet are firmly planted in this position. They're chill. And a reason for that, especially in a matchup like this against Team Heretics, Team
That's the
Heretics
round we want, though, boys. That's
really
the round we
do
want.
those audibles. Once they show that they want to go somewhere, they wait, they recharge, and then they try again. It's very rare that they actually try to pivot and go somewhere else. So Sentinels have them read, decide to sit there, and stick to their guns. And hey, it's working for them.
Now we get into the real meat of it, though. This is the fun part. 10 still controlling, trying to set up Zelsis this time. Love the unison between these two. Synergy is fantastic.
A little bit of fake pressure towards A, Team Heretics, getting that control. Also, slipping the gap at B. But Boo, he's the first point of contact here and going down.
I guess ये animation है ना? ये वाला? I don't know.
Use middle now if they want to be able to close out this round, or when they go B, they can't instantly go for that plant. They got to take that space, look for another duel. This next fight, John QT, how do you play this?
And Zelsis is getting closer though. Yeah, he's still a little bit worried about middle, but again, he could bank on that turret, maybe a touch, but still. This is John QT potentially isolated. Got to be careful not outstays.
Oh.
A risk too far. Normally quite the mastermind, quite a diligent player, but that felt desperate even at a man advantage.
And Rien's just picked up the ultimate orb just before that spike got planted. He's got his ultimate. Spike not planted for that mid flank
me
this
not
time.
BF type material.
So he is the main point of contention, but both
फिर
Vipers out.
Gamer G में जाता भाई विदेश बाबा thank you so much for coming इधर मैच होगा अभी तो बाकी है वो ये जीत जाए I hope
One get half. Anyone going to deal with this? Anyone going to swing on this one? Finally, they take it away, but the defuse is happening. Whoa, that was so close. And again, he has to try and close the gap, but there's nothing more to be done. Right under their noses, a fumble from Heretics.
Harshid's
no
husband
other word to describe it than a fumble. And those types of rounds, if Sentinels is able to steal it away, that is when they start gaining that momentum. And right here, you can see the body language on the players of Team Heretics, how Boo is talking to the team, the rest of the team, not animated, quiet. It's just crazy. A gift from John QT, peeking from Snowman.
Gustavo,
5 versus 4.
I love that
He's got
sacrification
that
from
one-way
you.
or
Good job.
for that retake.
Sacrification?
They don't even have that in play, and they still close it out. Team Heretics needs to do better.
क्या बोला
Just get punished here. Look at Zek and Outlaws out, and you can look at the light shields. Struggling financially, Heretics.
This Outlaw is going to be devastating. Rien's, he had full HP. He has that.
Lower semi-final. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Pass around a little bit to Miniboo in this situation right now. Creep up towards A, but again, Sentinels on the stack.
I'm playboy material. तू बच्चा है ना अभी वही होगा तू.
No threat. Alarm bot, turret active. Zelsis pivoting, ready to be that 4th player on that A site, and this triangle setup again from Sentinels. We see them stick to these types of setups, and yes, they have this pop flash as well. So as soon as this execute comes in from Team Heretics, they're going to use that orb. They're going to place the shots, the Viper's Molly. The wingman's going to come in.
Oh,
wait, that first kill though.
That's huge. That's his ult now. He can cycle that rifle back, but 10 stands in their way. Does he commit to this angle? How long does 10 stay in the danger zone here? Still playing up towards those rafters. Miniboo waiting, but the flash is perfect. It's on the money. A 10!
Whoa!
Damage!
Oh my god! 10s, bro! Okay.
Big players making big plays in big games, and now BenQ can do nothing!
No way! No way he got 4K, bro. Oh my god.
10s. Grown man plays right
this
there.
Guy, bro, this guy.
Out. They play the retakes all the time by waiting and slowly getting a concave, crushing their opponents. But here, he's like...
Hello, God. Welcome to stream. How are you?
He walks out. One at a time, just deletes them from the server.
The Terminator's in the server!
Yeah, not wrong, not wrong. There's something about 10s when he gets on stages. Give the man a crowd. He deserves it. And an instant pause from Heretics. There's blood in the water. There is blood in the water, and Sentinels are circling. It is worrying. Because for this roster, at least in my mind, for this composition to work as well, you have to be confident, selfless if you're
पान जैसा खड़ी है अरे वो मैं केक खा रही थी हवा से
We've seen issues here, Josh. They look a little bit shaky in certain areas. Those post plants being pressured in really uncomfortable ways. It looks like they're letting...
Daddy will be like मेरा पति लो उसका पति नहीं हुआ वो अभी fiance है उसका शादी नहीं हुआ guys उन लोगों
Yeah.
You know, in EMEA we talked about it as well, where they have issues getting past that finish line. We've seen it in multiple different instances this year so far. We saw it in kickoff, how they fall to KC. We saw it in stage 1, they lose to Fnatic. We see it at an international event, they lose to Gen G. So all these situations, it's like that last little hump to get over. That's what it could be to the confidence. It could be to the nerves and the pressure of the stage. It could be that they just unravel when they lose a bad round. They can't rebound mentally, but they need to get focused here. Because right now, Sentinels, especially 10s right now, is having a game.
And you talk about momentum, you talk about confidence, you talk about that X factor. Rounds like that are what we mean. These players on SEN can give you them. Now Heretics can as well, but they've got to start now. This could be the fatal blow.
अंडे के बीच में से कैमरा लेके जा रहे हैं भाई.
Like 3-2 feels almost innocuous at times, but it could be so deadly. As Heretics look for a change, look for a switch up, but it looks like Sentinels have the read.
Nice.
They got the kill. Rienz
Actually TH बहुत गंदा खेल रहे हैं. वो लोग ऐसे बहुत गंदा पोजीशन दे रहे हैं जैसे कि उसकी वजह से किल मिल रहे हैं हमें.
Retake ultimates lockdown.
अभी तक तो गंदा खेल रहे हैं, but yeah, they will pop up.
Team Heretics trying to do so much by getting up middle with that extremity
no
pressure.
Way, Sassy. No way, the timing! What the fuck? Their luck so bad.
You don't have that many options. Boo on this late flank around the world as well.
And the Terminator's closing in. Hunter's Fury's there, just gonna
अरे fake किया भाई, shit.
And they're running out of options. This map is just closing in on them. You're banking on Boo here. Now John QT made a little bit of an uncharacteristic mistake.
किसी का पति बनने से अच्छा है कि मैं करोड़पति बन जाऊं.
That's a big swing right there, Boo.
W mentality. W mentality. Oh shit, W.
An opportunity missed and a
W, let's go.
made for Boo. The lockdown's there, 15 seconds. I don't know what they're meant to do here. The plant's at least in, but they have to fall so far back. Zelsis already going to find Mini Boo, and the other two trying to cross, and Zelsis
nice one, Zelsis. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Just going from bad to worse for Heretics, and the uphill swing for Sentinels is here.
That was off the back as well.
अभी पॉपअप नहीं किया, ठीक है. हेरेटिक्स ने अभी तक पॉपअप नहीं किया. पिछले राउंड पे भी, पिछले मैप पे भी उन लोगों ने ऐसे 4 हुआ था. नहीं, कितना स्कोर चल रहा था? 5-4 आई गेस, 5-6 चल रहा था. तब उन्होंने पॉपअप किया था, लाइक मीन सेकेंड हाफ पे. तो अभी वो लोग करना बाकी है. So don't be so happy, guys. जो SEN के सपोर्टर हो.
All they have to rely on are those set plays, the plans from the start of the round, their adaptations.
And me on the verge of achieving it. Yes, sir.
Mid rounds, non-existent.
It's got to start now for Heretics.
Guys, like
You
Marie.
wanted a chance to make it to the
We're
finals.
close. 30
Here
likes.
in the
Let's go.
likes of champs, you have to take on teams like this. There are no weak links anymore. There are no easy games. And right now they're suffering under that scrutiny. Sentinels at the helm of it, but it's not over. 2 rounds to work with, and Heretics need to pick up now. Show me that grit. Show me what you can do here. Enough respect being shown, but I'm looking at a flash in hand, potentially a pre-take. No, just the nade so far. The Sentinels wait on the verge.
Now, Team Heretics, do you stay in? Do you give the same medicine back to Sentinels, block them from getting out the choke points, or do you retreat back to main? They're retreating right now. It's only Mini Boo in the sight.
He's got so much weight on his shoulders. All of EMEA trying to put their faith in this team, and they're being melted to pieces.
Lol.
Tens takes away Mini Boo. Now you're looking at the back lines. Where's that util coming from?
Nice
Second
one,
doesn't care. He's
Deacon.
already taken away Woot. They're capitulating. They're falling here. Heretics need
Wall
to
up, bro. Oh.
a miss of the utility, and Second runs through them. I need a timeout. I need something. I need to see signs of life from Heretics.
Team Sentinels, they burned 2 on that Haven first half. 7
communication
and 10
chal raha
with a
hai.
round that they called them in. Right now, are we going to see the same thing from Team Heretics, burning both their timeouts just to get signs of life right now? 2 rounds are on the board for them, but
let's keep the same energy. We don't need more, we don't need less.
Sentinels on
Just
5 in a
keep our
row
player
right
playing
now.
एक मीटिंग पे गया था, कंपनी
Unbreakable.
कोलैबोरेशन
Especially Tens is going in.
मांगने,
He has that killer
फैमिली
instinct
बिजनेस
right
का,
now.
उस
He's
कंपनी
hitting his
का
shots.
डिफेंसिव
He's feeling confident, and when you have a Tens that's hitting hard like this,
मुझे
that is scary.
You know you
अच्छा
got hell
घूर
to
रही
pay
थी,
when that's
awkward
happening.
कर दिया.
And rinse and repeat.
लड़की थी क्या? अच्छा.
What breaks the trend?
लड़की थी, घूम रही थी, घूर रही थी, then it's
No idea
not a
from
big
Boo,
deal.
something, who knows?
लड़का था
Again,
तो
you're going to start digging deep. These are the games that test you the most.
Hello Kate, welcome to the stream. अरे big fan मत बोलो यार.
You took a risk in the veto. I respect it. You took a risk with the compositions. I respect it. But then you got to stick the landing.
When Sentinels went up against EDG to get knocked down into this stage of the game, EDG disrespected Sentinels, got in their faces, did not let Sentinels come in on these retakes. Team Heretics giving so much respect to Sentinels, letting them go wherever they want. Again, another A hit. Boo trying to get a lurk timing, but he's gonna get caught in the back in a second here.
Oh,
wait.
Hello.
Screenshot ले लिया अभी देख.
Suddenly, he's got a surprise.
Screenshot ले लिया देख अब.
Saucy goes down and Boo's broken through, but there's a flank on a
ले
flank
लिया.
here.
चल अभी कुछ को दिखाऊंगी.
But still, do they even notice this when they got 30
ले
seconds
लिया
to
अभी
terminate
डिलीट करके
here?
फायदा नहीं है ले लिया.
He's still holding this
Wait,
one.
they don't know.
They still don't know the plan. They don't know. Oh my God, Celsius is behind every single player. And look at the patience. Look at the pedigree. He waits and he strikes. Take it down.
What the fuck, Chelsea?
Just down a Boo. And it's over.
भाई क्या खेल रहे भाई? Let's go guys यार.
The crowd. The joy.
एक स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं हो सकता.
They're all on.
अभी मैं इसका भी स्क्रीनशॉट लेती हूँ.
इतने डिलीट किया.
ये भी ले लिया चल.
अरे नाइट बॉट में हिस्ट्री होती है चैट की. मैं दिखाता हूँ.
बट वो डिलीट हो जाता है ना.
नहीं होता.
स्क्रीनशॉट का जमाना है भाई. सोच समझ के बोलना चाहिए था.
Share the fines, no worries. I mean, look, there's no two ways to say it. The scoreline almost feels not as condemning as the game has been. It's the where the 6 rounds have hit, and you were discussing it. Once we got into the buys, once we got into the real meat of it, where the hell have Heretics been? We know they're good. I don't need to say it. I think all of us at home know that they are a great team, incredible individuals. They've been in finals. They've made it that far. Didn't quite get to touch that trophy, and again that elusive victory might evade them once more. And you can't discredit what Sentinels do. People have doubted them every step of the way here. Coming into this, I certainly did. I didn't think they were in form. And God, was I wrong. Jeez, they have absolutely run through regions at this point. They've taken away Fnatic. They've destroyed anyone who stood in their path. It's time to respect them. It doesn't matter who they are or how they're performing. On the day, they turn the hell up. I don't know what Heretics are meant to do. I genuinely don't. This is the X factor. This is those unknown moments where you can't contain them. They've got ults though, Josh. They've got a buy here. What the hell does Heretics do?
There's chances. Look, this half could end up 6-6, and that's respectable, right? But right now, Team Heretics, when they're given the site for free, they back off and let Sentinels create this concave move back in. But are we going to see another switch up here? Another flash timing peak?
But look, Tens is already here. They just doubled down on the aggression, trying to face Heretics, crush them under their heels. This time, though, they stand, and they stand tall. Ults to work with.
Yeah.
And if Sentinels stick around on the side too long, they could get punished because of that. Oh, the re-aggress from Zekken. I told you, they don't respect you. You've got to bring them to heal. Zelsis is leaning forward. Heretics this time defending themselves. Saucy takes away Miniboo, but it's all Heretics thus far. This is better. The best look we've seen from them as to date.
Life still in them. A 4 versus 2. I've seen Sentinels win like harder rounds to close out. So, but spike being planted, front generator. This is going to allow.
ये कहाँ पे plant कर रहे हैं? यहाँ पे oh अच्छा नहीं ठीक plant किया.
Heretics not knowing where they want to play. Do they want to play up? Do they want to play back? Sitting in maze, ready to strike on a timing. Wait for that wall to drop and do a triple peek, but here comes the molly. It's going to stall a little bit.
ये round नहीं हो पाएगा, I guess.
Saucy, not going to get it this time. I respect them trying to double down on the aggression, really offset, getting the heads of Heretics. I like that. This time though, Heretics keep themselves secure, safety. And you said it, 6-6 is a respectable.
मैं तो लॉयल हूँ, कितना भी कोई सुंदर लगे मेरी वाली सुंदर. हाँ अभी तू
bad cover up.
अभी नहीं
very bad cover up.
मैं ये नहीं करूँगी. मैं भी ये स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं लूँगी. Don't worry.
6 or 7-5 scoreline here, so Team Heretics gotta stay in the game mentally. And Sentinels, off the back of that Heretics timeout, decides, okay, you know what? They're probably gonna call an elaborate play. Let's just walk up, try to fight them. We've been winning our fights. Why not? But they lose them for the first time. Unlucky. Team Heretics still, though, they want to be able to close this out. Well, Zekken. No flash though. We're seeing Zelsis sitting on that or Tens sitting on that boiler, waiting for that molly to come into play to try to take out that defensive turret, so he can deny that molly. Here, the timing, the molly gets thrown.
मैंने स्क्रीनशॉट लेकर खुशी दीदी को भेज दिया. What the fuck, भाई? तू तो super fast है सुब्रमण्य.
To reclear this time, they stick to their guns. They don't move at all. They don't care.
is BenQ on 10 HP already?
Spam battle, I think.
Must have been.
Or
down
outlaw.
middle.
Zelsis outlaw
Oh,
shot.
you're right. There it is. He's a lucky boy to be alive.
But again, Zelsis just fills the position at middle that the Turb is holding.
And now you got to try and break through against 3. They're not going to respect you this time. They're still going to stand there, still going to hold their ground. Do they back away because of the ult potentially, or do they double down?
This Thrash, if he gets it perfect at Maze and catches Zekin, there's a chance. But right now, it's another 3.5 player stack on this A site for Sentinels. Team Heretics hasn't been able to break through like this before.
Oh, but Zekin still standing, still dangerous. He's been caught this time. Kane Zelsis gets mini boot. What? How the hell did that happen? Lockdown's in play.
Viper's Pit, maybe?
25 seconds here. What's the game plan? Trying to get a quick plant? Boo? You gonna sacrifice yourself for this? There's 15 seconds. Look,
what the fuck?
This could win the round though.
Tens is still here though.
Wait.
They have no idea.
What the fuck?
Scares the life out of them. 5
Boo,
seconds.
what the fuck?
Boo is still trying, but the time. How close was that? It's in, and that's all that matters. There's now a 1v3 as Boo just pulled off the most outrageous play.
How the fuck? They got
that
drowned.
was something that
But
could
they are
haunt
low.
them here. And Zelsis might undo it all. That's
Ho
one.
sakta hai, it's
Needs
winnable
2 more.
actually.
BenQ down low. They're together. This.
Ah, shit.
That could have been it. But it wasn't.
Lineup pe aa jata na to ho jata.
Alive. Clutching onto this game, clawing back into this game with 2 rounds now, back to back.
I've seen this before from Boo. When he has to put the team on his back, normally he's the in-game leader. You don't look to him to have these standout performances. You look to BenQ, you look to Ryzen and Woot. But Boo, when his team can't find anything, he is the one that steps up. He is the one that has these big confidence plays. That was so risky, and it could have been so devastating for them. But instead, it's one of those high-risk, high-reward plays you need to do.
Oh, wait, JongQT's being chased down.
Chase out. The tempo change.
He was on the hunt from the get-go, seeing JongQT. Vulnerability. The site should be theirs. Viper's Pit off the rip. The pace change is divine, and it's worked. But you heard it. Zekin popping the ult, still has the operator as well. There's a lot of ults here, though, Josh.
Yep. You either have to go through the pit, though, on the outside part of the map, or you have to go into the alarm bot, the mollies, and the funnel.
Zekin is with the off.
Going for those random spam shots. We've seen him line them up before, but he's popped his Blade Storm. They're going for the defuse.
Rattling off that 338. Zelsis is trying to take a step forward. He finds a target, and it's going to drop. And now suddenly they're in danger. Rian still has the ult. He might need to invest it sooner rather than later. And now there's problems. The tag on 2 maybe. Is that going to be enough to secure the kill? It is. But down to the same problems again. No. Heartbreaking the same. Rinse and repeat.
This is one of those issues where when you're on that stage, you have the crowd going.
Look at
you have all the
welcome.
comms, the chatter, the freaking out because you just got flanked in your Viper's Pit and you can't hear that the spike gets tapped. It gets the
क्या चल रहा है भाई ये intense match हो रहा है रे.
It stopped them from getting it to happen.
Guys, like the stream.
Maybe there's a chance, but again, Heretics falling back and failing. That Viper's Pit could have been on the spike. They could have kept so much pressure on Sentinels, but instead they peel off and Sentinels finds their way in again.
But it's glimmers, it's chances, it's the finest margins. But again, we were looking at the scoreline being close. Can they pick themselves up again? The Heretics have that in them, that grit to go again after being broken so beautifully by Sentinels.
It was an instant 5 versus 4.
How's SSGU doing?
Can they make enough pressure here at A
He's cooking,
to
though.
make Zekin budge? Can they find that opening pick again? But even if they do, they can't convert it. Sentinels has been winning every retake, basically.
Pressure.
Still, so many players. Sentinels loves the setup. Forward towards A. The retake on B, they have that Hunter's Fury as well if they need it.
How are they gonna read?
अरे सुब्रमण्य मत बता उसके पास होगा उसके गर्लफ्रेंड का डिस्कॉर्ड विस्कॉर्ड इंस्टाग्राम सब होगा उसके पास पता है क्यों भाई वो जाके डिलीट कर देगा आगा से
they weren't sure if they wanted to commit to the rotate or not.
हमने प्रपोज किया जीजू को अभी तक किया नहीं अरे उसने मुझे किया ना मैंने मना कर दिया मैंने बोला थोड़ा तू जीत जा पहले ये चैंपियंस उसके बाद
and we've seen him in this position flying out.
30 seconds left.
If this isn't an indication that Heretics is committing here, I don't know what is.
20 seconds now. Denial on the side, it's getting down to the wire. 18 seconds. You're looking for the plant now. Counter Hunter's Fury, we're going to be seeing 13 seconds. Boo going to find the brain of tens, but still the plant going to come into play. Zelsis steps forward, loses his life. They're clawing into this one. Heretics showing what they can. These plants are so close. Bloody hell, they are looking good here though. In the final moments, Heretics hold on. 5 rounds is all they get, but it gives them a chance, Josh. It's so small. But maybe, just maybe, it could be enough.
शादी कब की और कहाँ हो रहा है इंडिया या कहीं और? अरे रुक जा भाई, शादी बहुत देर है.
Sentinels has been looking so good in so many instances, but a few big plays from Team Heretics.
Hello Dai, welcome to stream. How are you?
Stay in the game.
Yeah, this is game on here. There's a chance.
Let's go back, boys.
This is what it's about. Those finest of margins. But still, we get to hear from some of my favorite people that there are. Petra and Amy standing by with Jen to give us their thoughts.
Hey guys, Jen Lee here. I'm standing here with GT.
अरे भाई, शादी होने दे उसके बाद honeymoon.
안녕하세요. 이번에는 게임 체인저스 팀인 G2 고준의 페트라 선수와 에이미 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 G2가 사실 미국 회사긴 한데 G2 고준은 유럽 팀이거든요. 오늘 누구를 응원하러 온 건지 물어보도록 할게요.
मेरे साथ शादी. हाँ भाई,
a little bit confusing. G2 goes in. You guys are part of both regions, Americas and also EMEA. So who are you guys rooting for today?
For EMEA, actually, Heretics. Yeah.
Heretics를 응원한다고 합니다. You too, Amy, right?
Yeah. Even though I love Sentinels, I need to support my EU brothers.
센티널스를 좋아하기는 하지만 그래도 헤리틱스를 응원하러 왔다고 얘기를 하는데요. 그러면은 응원의 한마디도 부탁해 보도록 할게요. So any fighting words for Sentinel? I mean, Heretics, they need your good energy.
Yeah, I mean, they need to step up their game, and comebacks can happen all the time. So go Heretics.
조금 더 열심히 해줬으면 좋겠지만 그래도 역전을 충분히 할 수 있을 것 같아서 헤리틱스가 힘내라고 얘기를 해줬는데요. Do we see a potential comeback happening? 역전할 수 있을지 에이미님한테 또 물어볼게요.
If they keep up their energy, they for sure can do it.
अरे भाई बस यार
계속해서 좋은 기운을 한번 가져갈 수 있다면 충분히 역전할 수 있다고 얘기를 했습니다. 그러면 또 에이미님한테도 헤레틱스에게 한마디 부탁해 보도록 할게요. So any message over to the Heretics?
Bro, पहले भी 7-5 हुआ था, इस बार भी 7-5.
Any message over to the Heretics players?
You got this. Keep up the energy. Let's go.
열심히 해주시고 화이팅이라고 얘기를 했습니다. Thank you, Petra and Amy. 네, 이렇게 해서 페트라 선수 그리고 에이미 선수 만나봤습니다.
7-5. Heretics now have their work cut out. Sentinels, they have a map in hand. They've had the lead on the half here. They probably feel a little safer, but if you're Heretics, it's do or die, Josh. What do you do with this? 5 rounds here, you do the side switch. Where's your mind going? What do you start with?
When we came into this series, we looked at that map pick of Icebox from Team Heretics, a head scratcher. You think that they've cooked up something new with agents. They haven't. You think they've cooked up something new with game plan. They haven't. They've been looking shaky. Individually, not closing out the rounds that they should.
Oh, they're rushing.
Mini Boo, trying to find that early contact. Doesn't get on it. A 3-stack on Maze, a 4th player coming in.
And look at the pace. Sentinels mean business. They want in. Rien's the first at the door, going to send Zekin away. Takes him down to 20, and they got to respect that. But they double down. Sentinels in approach almost here. Held back currently towards Maze at 4-10. Nice from Woot. Big opportunity now. This is getting scrappy, getting a bit messy. And Zelsis, I told you that classic has something in it.
No way.
No! Mini Boo, not like that. Not like this. And look at the HP on them, Josh. They're barely breathing, but they're still alive. Rien's, that could have been heaven sent.
Junkie down to 11.
Hell, this is just taking lumps out of each other.
3 versus 3. The round slows down. Killjoy down for the defense. That's
oh my God.
Some pressure, some strain. Team Heretics, though, they're moving together. They're reading this really well. They know exactly where Sentinels wants to go.
Yeah, reading है भाई
no
इनका.
Finesse to the start of it, but maybe the end could be a little bit cleaner.
Look at that Viper wall for the attack side. It's on that A site. They have nothing to work with here except their guns. They need to move in so well together. But John QT, 1 shot, he goes down. Zelsis, 2 for him.
It felt like they're second guessing, they're drifting away, but maybe not. Maybe just the one man. Boo, the one who sacrificed everything. Gets a double! He's given them the hope, the chance here. And Sussy has to go for this plant. And he's actually been given it an opportunity made out of nothing. He's even evaded the jump spot, but you don't get away from Root. Heretics holding this together.
मैं तो आपका हो गया अरे
job there. That first initial engagement towards top generator peeled off, realized they didn't want to overstay the welcome.
मेरी टीम से खेलो कोई T1 प्लेयर हूँ अरे नहीं यार मैं मुझे इंटरेस्ट नहीं है स्पोर्ट्स में
His sheriff and his teammates weren't swinging with him, and it got a little bit dicey for a second there.
player
But the recovery was good, and this timing of this orb, there's 20 seconds left when he pops that leaves them with 5 if they wait it out. So perfectly timed from Boo, getting that second, and you're wondering, why did he not stop that plant? It's better to play that 3 versus 1 and secure that round than to go for stopping that plant. If Saucy wasn't committing to it, gets the kill on Boo, gets the plant, he has a 1-on-2.
Okay. Just classics. SEN bundle classic, however, so a little bit risky, but should, by all accounts, be comfortable. And I've got to say, when it comes to Boo's performance, because he is the a safe pair of hands here. Really
हमें किसी का घर नहीं तोड़ना है
beautiful from Boo.
I mean याद रख
Doesn't even need to see them, just knows where to spam, knows what to go for. And he plays his life well here. They'd love to take him away. He's not letting him.
Oh my god! This Boo!
He's the ice cold leader, and sometimes you need someone like that.
Rallying the team behind, we talked about it before. 7-7 is the scoreline off the back of that pistol. Yes, they have both in this game to be able to keep them just barely alive. But, I mean, hey, Sentinel did that to them on David. So right here, this is where the game really starts to separate. Does Team Heretics get to...
That's all she wrote.
They have
That's all she wrote.
They get this bonus round going. Sentinels, what do you have in play? Because right now, maybe if you were thinking, let's go B, guess what? Boo's been having a... belter of a performance, as I think you would say.
That certainly would.
Unable to...
Ooh, did he recall
it? I think he recalled it.
Yeah.
20-second cooldown.
Perfect. So you have to keep a little bit of an eye on it, but at least there's a chance. But it looks like the hit's coming in already. I'm looking at Rien's here. Does he get cleared?
Saw the setup from Sentinels. It was so strong.
Root though, high dizzy. And Mini Boo on the re-clear. Beautiful approach toward the maze. Oh, and Moshed on the... What? John QC's having a nightmare.
No, he's like
bro, they are doing fast.
Yeah,
just do a fake or something or go from mid one
but
player.
This hasn't been hitting for him, at least in this map.
Pass कर रहे हैं ना बहुत ये लोग.
Left wanting here, barely making it past maze at all, barely making it towards side.
मौसम तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि दिल गार्डन कर हो गया बहुत मजा आ रहा है.
Keeping them contained in here.
कल भी बहुत रात को बहुत मौसम अच्छा था मेरे.
Team Heretics stacked on the back of the site here. But Rienz goes down.
Hold on. You can't down.
My drag me to be sooner. Yes. अरे तुम्हें ये दिया था.
He absolutely can in unison with BenQ. Beautifully timed.
Team Heretics is not only collecting these
Hi Reaper भैया.
up there as well, but the fashion that they're doing it.
बोलने का permission. अरे mod भी से में.
That they are in the same area. See this re-clear at maze together with the dizzy and the slide in. We're seeing this early aggression towards pipe and maze. We're seeing that they're so
उसने रहा बस ऑफिस से निकल रहा हूँ.
Making a great job of surviving and hard work the walls as well. Right now, it's
VC में ऑफिस से निकलते VC में
आए. Against their bonus, they're catching the lead now. What do we need
to पैसा कमाना होता है करना पड़ता है सब. Yes, because Uma को Wukong खेलना था.
एक the fuck?
Wukong मैंने अपने लिए लिया था. Uma I'm also on chapter 3.
हाँ मैंने देखा तुम बहुत पहले चले गए. मेरे से तो हो ही नहीं रहा. मैंने वो
वाला easy है यार.
हाँ मेरे से नहीं हो
रहा.
अरे मेरा मैं बोलती हूँ तुम्हें स्ट्रीम के बाद मेरा क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था वो फिक्स किया हमने कल बैठ के.
कल फिक्स किया. ओके देखेंगे कब क्या इशू. अच्छा टी स्ट्रीम के बाद बताओ ना. अब जरा मैच पे ध्यान दें. अरे जीतेगा आज.
अरे टफ है
जीतेगा रे. प्रेडिक्शन ब्रो.
थर्ड मैच जाएगा तो मैं नहीं देख पाऊंगी थर्ड मैच. मुझे काम है.
6-2 10s picking up that. I think that's a Marshall, but still just as deadly as an outlaw sometimes.
Yeah, looking to scout things out. Benji, please.
He's toying with them a little bit.
He's not, maybe not in this round. Maybe we just chill.
These are the dangerous rounds. When you highlight Sentinels, this is the round that you don't want to lose. This happened on Haven as well.
Yep. This is when you play it by the book. You know what I mean? You cross the T's, you dot the I's. You're going through every protocol. Because there's certain teams that have such high potential.
Reaper super OTP lol.
Certainly one of those. We'll see. As it stands, Heretics are I guess not really going to be caught unawares by that. They should be very aware of it. Knife goes in.
LCC what the fuck?
No.
Celsius cracks it open. Does he get traded?
Oh,
he's away.
They are rotating.
For the night. He's out of there. They're doubling back though. And they never broke the alarm bot either. So I'm surprised that they pulled so many players away of A, like from towards B.
दूसरे फोन पे चलाने दो. इस फोन पे चलाऊंगा तो ओवरलैप हो जाएगा वॉइस.
Sentinels, yes, they're on Eco, but they have that Phantom, and with a plant, he's got lockdown. That orb is still there. He can get locked down off the back.
अगर तुम पुलिस बन गए ना मैं हर टाइम जेल में मिलूंगा लॉल.
But back on site, quick rotation from Minibu. There's still support here. 10 seconds. Gotta wait for the plant.
उमा क्या dedication है यार तेरे fans का.
They shouldn't go ahead of this. Okay, there we go. Woot keeps himself calm. And now I'm looking to see if that lockdown is in play. No, Zelsis is still one off from that. Minibu backs off. Zelsis is your danger man. Does he switch that rifle out? He does. Second with the armor. The full HP, high dizzy, and suddenly you're under the gun. You're under scrutiny. And
nice one, John QT.
Under by John QT and a ghost.
Pistol से मार दिया. Oh my God! John QT. What the fuck? Pistol से round निकाला.
John QT, the closer.
John QT for the win, fam.
Getting up
अच्छा खेला एक्चुअली रे जॉन क्यूट आज बहुत सारे पिछले मैच पे भी राउंड निकाला.
Taking him out, getting that Phantom, and it's again, those are the rounds you cannot lose to Sentinels.
OP है भाई, OP.
In the game, that's what kills your entire confidence. Everything, it's gone, it's dried, and Sentinels runs with these rounds. We talked about John QT.
Welcome back to me.
He was at one kill.
A bit late.
3 kills on that round to take him to 4. Sentinels. Oh man, that is a must-needed round.
That could be the swing.
You are a guy, yes.
Will that be the one? We're still all even. How is that mental for Heretics now, though? This is when it brings it into question. And they feel that pressure. When you make mistakes, Sentinels, as I said, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, they'll run with that. This time it looks committed, at least to start with. Want to see them remove alarm bot. That's gone.
Even spread so much faith on Woot on this A site, even though he's got that Thrash. The bait setup trying to come into play here. Boo wants to get behind yellow, but knows once that knife or dart comes off cooldown, he can get caught. Zelsis has his lockdown off the back of that. It's going to be instantly invested.
Does Boo get out of here?
Benji stole that midline.
Okay. It still feels so tense. Boo. Scary way to play, and Sassy going to post this actually, one towards Snowman and kind of back towards middle. That's going to be Benji noted, but that's fine. That's not the end of the world. Minibu going to be held back as well. John QT taking a damage here, but he takes one. Oh, what a follow-up! John QT coming alive when they needed him, but middle's getting one out by
Gender reveal
now
to
John QT is not safe. Benji strikes back, and now a 2v3.
You know where Zekken
Celsius and Zekken though, some heavy hitters still here. They pop the ult on this one. Boo wants to try and keep this at least in their favor. So Zekken gets curious, takes a glance, and didn't see it.
Oh, they're diffusing.
Now spamming his
oh
nice. Zekken still stands and time is ticking. They got to get a move on. Zekken,
oh, diffusing bro. No, अरे गलत जगह spam कर रहा.
So well. The time though.
They did not ping.
Take back the lead.
Or they did.
Yeah.
Close round.
Maybe they did. अपने को दिखाने.
Giving it their all, and I swear you.
They must have pinged. Must have pinged.
This is like, what? Did someone call my name? John QT in their faces.
SEN is going to take the tournament. अभी तो शुरुआत है.
But right now, you're right. Team Heretics.
कल शादी है मेरी आप दुल्हन.
Sentinels doesn't have the great
बन के आ जाना.
These teams come down to the wire.
It's round by round. It's round by round.
It's not even that.
और कुछ बन के आना है.
It could be a
दुल्हन छोड़ के.
big one round. It could be the difference of 2 or 3 rounds.
Yep.
Nice one,
early
Sassy.
here. This is not the round to go aggro, not off the back of a win, not when your teammates have $0, 100 on Boo. Right now, just split apart. Team Heretics, they switch up their setup. They wanted to go aggressive on B. They put BenQ on A. That Viper's Pit on John QT, though, I look to that. If he gets in their faces, pops that towards screens, doesn't enable Team Heretics the ability
Me neither. Can I get your snap or
what do you
anything?
do? But BenQ
No,
still locked
no,
down
no,
into
no.
the zone. He needs to use it.
I don't have
Uma
snap.
does not use Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't.
The mechanical monster, the Zekon's in. Rien's doing the dance, trying to
Playing
find
with
him.
fire.
It looks like a 2v1 right now, but Benji's the one to catch him. But
Let's
Zel's
go.
on the
Nice one,
site. The
Zelsis.
lockdown, you got to
Yeah, go
evacuate
back
quickly, you
and
got to respect
stay.
it. And Benji gonna backfill the space.
2v4, easy, bro.
Oh.
Just rotate. You guys can rotate, guys.
But Tense knows this. But
No,
he knows
what the fuck? भाई मैंने देख ली मैं जा रही हूँ मैंने जा रही हूँ मैं भाई ये क्या कर रहे हैं भाई it's fucking 2v4 they can't rotate
Spike is there.
Silver lobby please. एक-एक करके मुंडी दिखाओ.
Slip away. Try and play the timing a touch.
oh my god bro
He's got that Viper's Molly as
4v2 था. 1v1 हो गया. Oh, Viper's gonna push. नहीं.
Res red
Oh my god.
He's hunting.
Stupidity.
5 bullets. He's hunting. He's looking, and he can't get him in time. Boo! Off the back of Benji's.
really भाई Sentinel ये सब गलती कर रहे हैं like for real ऐसे गलती कर रहे हैं
versus 5 conversion as well for
तुम चार लोगों एक साथ पीक दो छीन डालो उसको हल्ली हो जाएगा वो स्प्रे में
all over right there. That's huge. A 4 kill almost ended up with that ace as well.
we had time actually we could have rotated
Those moments.
These rounds are so you can't predict them.
ये खड़ा हो गया now it's a curse अब ये लोग हारेंगे
Just from Rien's realizing the economy situation from Sentinels here. Zekin also Bladestorm.
क्या तुम पेट्रोल हो क्योंकि मुझे लगता है आपके बिना मेरा जीवन की गाड़ी चल नहीं पा
Really start to swing here. But as you said, this can be any situation is still winnable. It's still doable. The caliber.
क्या देखा मैंने मुझे भी नहीं पता भाई हम लोग क्या देखा अभी हम लोगों ने अभी
Look at the opening approach.
Sometimes one must appreciate lines but this was
talked about
yeah
how good they are with those audibles, with those adaptations on the fly.
मुझे पता नहीं if I'm weird or I'm not मुझे पता नहीं मुझे पिकअप लाइंस कभी पसंद नहीं आते कुछ भी हो कितना भी impressive हो
So Sentinels, all this work and effort to steal this
छोटी
space
है रे
and
अभी
pressure Team Heretics to use that drone to do their things.
छोटी होते छोटी हूँ फिर तो पसंद आना चाहिए ना तुझे भी निकाल
there's a certain age where you develop a liking for pickup lines. नहीं this is actually true Uma this is actually true
मुझे कभी ना पसंद था I don't think कभी पसंद होगा
So we can dodge a knife here and then
you'll
get
get
back
there
behind
eventually
See,
the flash and dash.
Yeah, flash. No dash.
oh my god oh my god
Gonna find Zekin. Oh wait, they're falling. What is going on?
हो गया भाई जीजी हो गया थर्ड मैच चलो
Third
मैच चलो
Zelsis makes his appearance, but he's got an uphill
जीतेंगे
struggle.
रे
A 2v4. The Tens can do nothing. Oh, give it to him. Give it to him.
GG go third
He's waving.
ये क्या था ये what the hell was this
दो बार नाइफ किया हम लोगों ने
You
हमें
give it like that, you gotta take it as well.
इसको किंडर जॉय दे दो चुप बैठ साले
He's always the one giving it large. And now there's a timeout.
A must needed timeout as well. Looking at round.
मेरा मैसेज पढ़ लो प्लीज अरे भेजो मैं पढ़ती हूँ
This is a very close scoreline.
Uma सच बता do you like Kinder Joy or Adi is just pulling your leg on the Kinder
No,
Joy
I like Kinder Joy for real.
तो ये बोल रहा है Kinder Joy खिला दो तो गुस्सा क्यों हो रहे हो
अरे मतलब वो रिवील नहीं करना होता है ना हमें सबके सामने
अब वो रिवील हो चुका है
अरे ठीक है जिन जिन को पता है वो ठीक है बट सबको क्यों बोलना है
As soon as Sentinel shows
Fair
the
enough.
hand, Benji disrupts it at middle, and then that bait and switch setup with Big Bro, Little Bro, it was so good. I was wondering, like, wait, they don't know you're here, and you're using your wall and everything. They still come out on top of the situation.
अब मत खा बंद कर दे खाना
नहीं क्यों what कुछ भी एलिमिनेट अरे भाई पढ़ने दे भाई। ओके
Going after this. You
इसमें
don't
जो
win,
हारा
you go
वो
home.
एलिमिनेट
That's
हो
it.
जाएगा
And for
गाइस।
Heretics, it came down to this map.
ठीक है?
Just try and stay alive. SEN could have closed out in 2, but we're not there yet.
Not
8
good.
to 11. Heretics do have the upper hand. But a timeout
ADG ने
comes.
लेव को मारा ना।
Does it answer their problems?
सेकंड है कि IGL नो
Find
जॉन क्यूटी
solutions.
आजल।
They're trying to isolate Boo at the start here.
क्या बोल रहे हो
Going
डिपर?
down, though. He's playing a really balanced game.
ADG ने लेवायतन को 2-1 मारा ना। लेवियातान।
Wanting to follow up. And he's got support.
Waiting for that
He's got Woot
flash.
here.
He's going to activate his dash with that flash. Try to punish Woot there behind that yellow. The 3-man stack, though. Does one play empty? Anticipating. They have to read again.
Flash, dash, we're
मेरा नाम
away.
आज से किंग
No
रेड
one
है।
playing empty, and the body's gonna what? Whoa,
Zekken, what?
Something went wrong
वो
mechanically
रुक
on
क्यों
that
गया?
one. Don't know.
उसका माउस को जुआ था। Cordial।
That's
not happy about
that's,
whatever
no, that's
happened.
horrific. That could be a mental breaker too. We'll come back to that. For now, it's a 4v4. And it's a pivot. Zelsis could still give them the golden path here to go ahead. He's got help as well. Sarsi's with him. Trying to clear some of this utility. BenQ on the back.
अरे क्या रे जेल्सीज क्या गलती कर रहे हैं ये लोग?
A quiet series until
कैसे
now.
pick मिल
We
रहा है?
saw him pick up that 4, almost 5 earlier on. And 10
Oh,
struggling to
12.
find safety. He's banking.
Give me our update what's happening. Trends Sentinels हग रहा है।
It's all on John
और कुछ
QT
नहीं।
in a 1v3. And he's dealt
Sentinels
with it. 12
just
for
did
Heretics.
iron gameplay.
I feel like we might have a tech pause, but
भाई वो जो किया था ना उस राउंड की वजह से वहाँ पे ही हम हार गए लिटरली।
Game wouldn't be a game without
4 versus 2 को 1v1 करके हक दिया।
interested. Just click. I don't even fell off. It went off the
तुम
mouse
किसी
pad.
रैंडम को
Someone
पकड़ के
it
चैट
felt
में
like
शादी कर लो मुझे तुम्हारी शादी होते हुए देखनी है प्लीज टेम्परेरी शादी कर लो। What the?
Issues. I've seen everything. But right now, Team Heretics.
पागल हो क्या भाई तुम लोग?
Disrespecting Sentinels.
क्या भाई
अजीब ही they have is waiting for everyone to group
अपने रखते हैं।
take together. They're feeling confident. They're taking these duels. They're disrespecting Sentinels, and that's exactly
GG, go next.
that's what EDG did to send Sentinels down here. Now Team Heretics taking a page out of their book, getting a little bit
थर्ड मैप
loose,
जाएगा
winning
and
the
I
duels,
can't see
feeling
मुझे
confident enough to
जाना है।
take them. And again,
कहाँ?
another 3-man stack here on that B side
अरे,
for Team
ये
Heretics.
पता नहीं।
Another good read. A site completely
कहाँ?
undefended right now. Lockdown. Hunter's Fury in play if they need it.
नहीं पता इसलिए तो पूछ रहा कहाँ?
Looking at Ten's result as well, though. That's and look at the utility.
Bad
This
manager I am.
sets John QT up. This could be massive. Benji!
Please don't fire
so
me.
much. That could be near on everything. Tens goes down as well. It's falling for Sentinels. That lifeline, that grit, that determination.
Guys,
they
Uma
asked for.
शादी
Ryze
करने
comes in,
जाएगी
he's
आज।
back on his feet. A 5v4.
Date है क्या?
It
हाँ।
ain't over yet.
डेट पे जाओ।
Zekken on the site has to play
दो
this
लड़कियों
smart.
के साथ
Benji
date
with the
है उसका।
lockdown.
क्या बात?
Tens,
Yes.
he's not
New
moving.
category
He's not
unlocked.
moving though. He's still
People.
standing. And they're still fighting. Zekken trying to
अजीब
walk
ही
away
flex
here.
भाई
He has to
मतलब
respect this to an
उबर
extent.
flex हो गया
We're
उबर
trying to play
उबर
forward.
level of
We're
flex
gonna have the Hunter's Fury lockdown destroyed. And now we've got the pressure building here. How much is left in the tank for Sentinels? That's how much.
Blind होके कैसे मारा Zekken ने? What the fuck?
Taking them away. And down is on Zels. It's on Zekken here. And it's all on Boo
He's
on the
pro
other
now.
side. Maybe 9 is
The
called
biggest
Sentinels'
player of
name,
muscle
as
memory.
Boo knows he's out of time. And he's not running away from that.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Will the round end before the spike explodes? They save
क्या ये
the
OT में जाएगा?
Galaxy, nah.
Map point for Team Heretics.
Pulling 2 chicks at once. What the?
1-1. Huge impact. Opening duels
If
for
John
Benji.
QT got away with that, you
Right.
thought
No.
that could be totally
Stop calling girls or
So far,
girls
so
chicks,
many rounds,
bro.
Team Heretics is finding that
That's
first
so
kill
offending.
and converting it. And even the rounds that they haven't, when Miniboo died on that garage push at pushing
Comeback
QB,
starts here, whether it's
still
this map or the next.
converted. Zekken looks like
भाई
mentally.
कुछ chat पे ज़्यादा बकवास कर रहा है क्या?
Yeah.
अरे ये अहमद है।
Shows a great deal of wherewithal. even for a young player like him.
Good info for Team Sentinels. I wonder if Team Heretics uses
I call them
to
honey.
kind of get in front of where Sentinels is going to go next.
Okay.
Change the setup.
Curious, isn't it? Do they then expect it to be this fast BP, so they even though layer ahead of that, who knows? But now what we can see is the Blues already expecting this to an extent, sitting deeper by Snowman, seeing a little further back. But still, they've conditioned them to have to clear yellow like this. They have to invest, show their hand early.
Reminder to 7:15. Yes, sir, Sandeep. Don't worry, I'll be there.
Team to be able to come through middle, through kitchen, through that hallway, coming for this retake. But we see this. Sentinel still hasn't even broached the site yet. But it's a 5v5 right here. BenQ listening for the callback. Celsius versus BenQ.
BenQ, किसी को देखो.
It didn't give away the game, and BenQ rewarded. Takes away Celsius, and the pressure starting to mount. Heretics holding on here. Eyeing up that third map. You can imagine it might be John QT, Sassy, Tens. If they stand, I'm not done just yet, but Heretics have done everything we asked of them. They've walked the path. They've walked this game back from the brink, back from disaster. And now 2 more bodies to drop. Sassy and John QT in their way of opening up that third map to keep hope alive here for the Heretics side. Desperate to find fair fight, you're not gonna get them. John QT has to face the music, has to wait for map 3 to try and turn their fates. Heretics, they've given us a game.
Team Heretics delivering the goods. They pick Icebox, the worst map statistically. They come back into this with just...
Guys, तुम लोग अभी एंजॉय करो मैप 3rd एंड मुझे बताना कि क्या हुआ. सेंस का आई मीन सेंटिनल्स का गया या फिर कट गया या फिर हो गया. ठीक है चलो आईडी को देखो.
This is it. Boys. They're back alive. It's game on. We've got map 3 and we get in Abyss. This game deserve it.
Abyss. Okay.
3rd map Abyss है. What the fuck?
उमा बैठ के देख ले थोड़ी देर. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ.
अरे I can't रे. मैं देख पाती तो देखती बट या जी चलो बाय बाय. तुम लोग देखो एंजॉय करो.
Yes.
I'll take leave. Bye guys. Good night.
Hello. See you.
See you. चलो.
Bye
bye Deepa. Bye chat.
Bye.
मिलते कल के स्ट्रीम पे. ठीक है कल हम खेलेंगे फुकांग. चलो बाय बाय.
No, I'm really just